Sayayay.
That was my bad. I pressed a hotkey that I was not supposed to.
Wait, Katza, send me your Discord reactive link.
Oh, let me just reset that up. I got reset up real quick. I can get that done. Do you want me to use the new version or the old version of that?
Whichever one. I'm using the new one right now, but I can't see like.
Okay.
all
So you're
the
already
stuff.
using the new one. Gotcha.
Yeah. It doesn't show all the other links in there. It's just like mine or group, which is weird. Chia.
Okay, Zach, that should all be good.
What did you? What? No.
Do you need
fires
to,
my chat. Oh god.
Is it not showing up for you, the other things?
Oh wait, it's what? It just. These were not here before.
You can see mine though?
You lied to me. Also, Margaret, hello. Also, should I mute? So Leshy, your chat doesn't get confused that I'm talking to my chat.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They're used to it.
Yeah, so because like on this screen, they can hear the Discord call, but not Leshy, so it's like they're used to Challenger being schizophrenic.
Alright, cool.
It goes along with Inscryption. It's okay. They're
It's lore, okay?
part of the
Definitely
lore.
lore.
True,
Challengers
deepest
are always
lore.
schizophrenic. I mean, we talk to cards. Come on.
Don't you mean the cards talk to us?
Well, listen, I talk back.
Listen, if the stoat starts yelling at me, I'm gonna start yelling back.
If you don't start yelling, it'll
The Stoat's
try
bad
and
at the
gain
video
alpha on
game.
you.
Imagine getting trapped in a card in the first place.
Oof!
Okay. Zach, were you able to see mine and put it on there?
Yeah.
Here, I'm just gonna put it.
I've just got toast, so Oh,
I put it in
this
your
one
chat.
match? This one? Oh, it does match. Yeah, I got you. It's cool. Okay, so yours matches the one that gives me. Nice. All right, cool. Not react to the windows. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna give you a special one. It'll be just you. I'm not gonna put you in the group one.
Wow.
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 Mamma mia. Alright, cool, it's working. Yep, I see your pilk. Shut up.
Also, the bounce thing when you talk is actually a setting in there, I found out.
Nice.
Alright. I think I'm just about ready on my end. How are you guys looking? You think we're ready to get started?
I do believe so.
I'm ready.
Alrighty then. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Inscryption IRL, The Reawakening. We're back for a very special session today, because I don't just have any ordinary guest as my challenger this time. I have the lovely folks from Amnesianite joining us as our challengers today, and we're actually streaming simultaneously on both channels. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, challenger.
Hello, lads. This is Amnesia from Amnesianite.
For those of my audience who aren't too familiar with your...
I'm not at liberty to tell you that. I'm just kidding. We stream just about everything. It's a variety game kind of stream, so you might find me doing like random things like cooking or playing video games or just watching YouTube videos.
We're cutting down a forest.
You never really know what's gonna happen.
Well, we're very excited to have you guys on our stream today. This is actually our very first collab with a different streamer, so we're really excited for this, and I hope you guys are looking forward to this just as much as I am.
I'm super hyped for this.
This is going to be a lot of fun. So, before we get started, Firepillow, could you please post the link to their Discord and Twitch in our chat? I want to make sure that anybody who is not in their community yet, go check them out and give them some support for joining us here today.
Twinsies, we did the same
I don't
thing.
want to. Yeah, sure. Hang on. Let me get the link.
Wait. Fun fact: Antarctica has its own currency. I don't know that.
There it is.
Really?
Those are their links.
Anarcha's own
Check them
currency?
out. Cool people.
Dope.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're the official weeboo. Let's go. You like anime? We got you.
And then, before we also get started, I'm going to do what I do at the beginning of every stream and ask my audience, is the audio okay? Not just for me, but for the music. It likes to be finicky every time. So if anybody is too quiet or music's too quiet or too loud, let me know. The music was really quiet on my end. We can hear the music? Okay, cool. Alright. I'll keep the music at that volume, and then that should be good. Alright, so I'm aware that you guys have already played the video game Inscryption, so this should be mostly familiar to you. You might notice a few subtle differences, let's call it. But it is still Inscryption at its heart. Isn't that right, guys? So, to start off, why don't I show you your starting cards?
We're already getting into it. Let's go! Alright,
Let's
lads.
go.
And
They're pretty good.
your
That's pretty
game
good.
piece.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Yes! Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh, someone said music could be a little bit louder. I'll turn that up just a bit.
Yeah, it's on a quiet song, so I turned mine up a little bit too. Also, I like the like you use a Galaxy Fox. I respect the Fox.
Of course, of course. I only provide the best experience for my challengers. Oh, speaking of which, how could I forget? We need to have you guys choose a starting class for your adventure.
Oh.
No.
Oh, wow.
So,
Oh.
this was in the Google Doc we linked in our announcement for anybody who wants to follow along at home. but I did manage to add all of Mergen's custom icons to our class select sheet. And I figured for our guests, we can actually review these on stream. Normally I'll have my challengers choose them prior to stream, but since you guys are going in blind, I figured it might be more fun to go over them on stream and show you your options.
Red Fox standing by. Thank you, Burnsy. I'm also going to link that in my chat as well. So you guys over here, you want to see what we're looking at, you can go ahead, take a look, take a look.
Yep, and we'll also have their whole deck list on that in that same link as well in a different tab. It should be called Amnesianite deck. And yeah, you can also follow along there because we'll be making sure to add any cards they get to that list, and as well as any stat or sigil upgrades.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Yeah. I like it.
Awesome.
So, as you'll see, you have a list of different starting classes in front of you, and you're really going to want to focus on those different abilities they have, because that could affect your whole playstyle. So those are not the only options, the ones you see on screen. It goes all the way down to those last two categories, which unfortunately are restricted for beating the game at least once. But everything else is still fair game. And I will also mention that you guys do actually have access to the Crazed Hermit class, because that is one that's restricted to having 2 or more players. The idea with that class is multiple voices in one challenger's head, if you will.
Okay. What's gonna be the most chaotic? Yo, Yoshi, thanks for the follow, lad. I like it. I love Yoshi. My favorite.
He's our favorite too. He's our clip master for our channel.
Dude, it's brilliant. I love it. I love Yoshi. I never jump off Yoshi in Super Mario World. I never drop Yoshi off into cliffs. If I don't make it, we don't make it. We die
Ride or
together.
die.
We ride together. We fight. We die together. Can attack creatures bearing waterborne sigil.
Oh.
That'd be kind of nice.
I'll scroll up a little bit so you can see those ones near the
It's
top again.
two-sided though. You got to remember, because if you can attack them, that means they can defend.
Oh,
No?
yeah.
Yeah, so they'd be used as defense as well.
Alright, so just keep that in mind.
Oh, gonna follow from the stink bug. All right. I have the inscription stink bug now. Are you going to get me to Victoria? Yeah, I got the galaxy fox. Let's go! Sorry, lads. I'm just excited to have another fox on my channel. No offense to you, Yoshi. I love you too. So bone
Bees,
collection rate, huh?
Bone collection rate could be
Bees.
good.
Bees? Oh God.
Bees, Mason.
Draw an
Bees
additional
could be
card
really
at the
good.
start of the battle, so we get another card. Oh, that one doesn't seem to have a downside. We just get another card.
Adventurer also seems really good.
+1 wolf in starting deck. Carry up to 4 items. Huh. Wait, search the
Is
deck at the start of a battle. Oh.
That's upgraded.
Mm-hmm. So you have to get
Yeah.
pretty far in the game to get your upgraded ability. But it's good to
Did you
keep in
take a
mind,
look at the
though.
witch one, Zach?
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
The witch.
The witch.
You get a black cat in the starting deck, which
Oh, Black Cat's really good.
Mmm.
And don't forget, it gives a
Infinicat,
favorable
I love-
reputation with other witches. Should you encounter
Alright.
any.
Where? Oh, there are witches. Oh no. That reminds me of this one D&D story. Yeah, I don't know. You guys think witch?
Hmm.
So are you stuck on bees?
Bees, Mason.
is stuck on
These
bees.
do sound pretty good.
Are we split between witch
Listen,
and
I
bees?
had a good bee run. I love my bees.
But it says
You get
it's only a
bees instead of
10%
squirrel.
chance.
Oh, I should mention what happens if you do get stung, though, because it can be
Oh,
pretty.
okay, yeah.
It's you get 1 point of damage and skip your turn. So
Oh.
it's a high risk, high reward type of class. Like you're
It's a
taking
high
a
risk,
big
high
risk,
reward.
but bees are always valuable.
Yeah, bees are nice. Damage? It basically damage squirrel? Come on. The hunter seems kind of nice too. I get annoyed with a card, I just shotgun it.
Or you
Yeah,
can
but
do
I
what
mean,
our
you have to have
last
health.
person who played hunter and got annoyed with fire pillow and shoot him instead.
Oh, we can shoot fire?
3 times.
Pick the crazed hermit. We haven't had one of those before. Oh, chat wants us to go with crazed hermit. Oh, you know I like to go with chat.
Ooh, they like in the crazed
That's
hermit. Crazed hermit is pretty fun. So let me explain a little bit about that instability. So essentially,
go.
if you choose the crazed hermit, you get the instability passive ability, and what that means is at the beginning of each battle, I'll roll a 4-sided die, and that will determine if you either start with 1 less card, get an extra squirrel, start with bees instead of squirrels, or draw another card.
Ooh.
So 3 of those are good, and you get your bees summoned.
Bees!
Compromise with
Yeah.
bees. I like it.
I think we're doing crazed hermit. Chat wants
Let's go
it.
crazed
I
hermit.
like chaos. She likes bees. Tony likes good chances. Cats is here for the ride. Toast.
Perfect. Oh, and another fun feature of Crazed Hermit is if you want, you can choose to have a different person be like the lead of each battle if you want to have conflicting viewpoints. After all, internal struggle is definitely a feature of the Crazed Hermit.
I'm already, like, downy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, Crazed Hermit it is. So,
There's going to be so many in-jokes that we're going to call out that nobody's going to have any idea what we're talking about. Toast.
all I need to do is just switch up this icon here, and there we go. You now
You
have
also like toast?
Crazed Hermit.
Your chat wants me to shoot fire. Fire, I am so sorry, but eventually we're probably going to kill you.
Well, unfortunately, you don't have the bullets now since you didn't choose the hunter. So all you can do is throw clovers at him instead.
I'm timing
Both
out
of
every
you
single
soon
one
might
of you.
need bullets.
If we just throw clovers hard enough.
I'll throw cats out.
Speaking of which, I should explain what these clovers do, since they might be a little bit different than what you're used to. You might be used to using clovers to when you get a card choice if you want to get 3 new cards instead of the ones you're given. You can still do that, obviously, but there are also dice rolls in this game, and you can use the clovers to re-roll any dice roll that you don't like. Furthermore, if you find yourself in a really tight spot in a battle, you can use a clover to instantly draw another card from your deck.
Alright.
But you only get the 3 of them, and they are not restored unless you beat a boss, just like lives. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Him in both streams, I am all powerful. Fear the Vader.
What are the sidebar cards on our left?
Oh, those.
Now,
Yes.
that's equipment.
Want to start you on your journey without making sure you have a well-stocked pack. After all, everybody in my server can tell you that we very much value the utility of a well-stocked pack.
Oh yeah.
So, 2 of these items you'll probably be pretty familiar with. The Emergency Squirrel is just like the squirrel in a jar from the video game. You can use that to instantly add a squirrel to your hand if you find yourself in a tight spot and needing a sacrifice. The large knife. I'm sure you probably have encountered this if you've ever had to sacrifice some of your own vision to get further in a game of Inscryption. This will work much in the same way. Use this to make a very big sacrifice while also putting 5 damage on my side of the scale.
Alright, which one of us gets sacrificed to the knife?
I'll do it.
Fortunately,
Wow, I never had.
you only have to sacrifice a body part, so that means you could mix that around, but I'll leave that up to you.
Kaz's got a body part that I don't need.
Off to a great start, really. Like, this is a...
See, strange thing about my friend would also yell bread or toast and other random words at each other. Nice. See, we say toast when someone's stroking out. Like if I'm just like stumbling my words or something, or can't figure out what I'm trying to say. You know, we just oh, do you smell toast? But when the whole room is stroking out, we smell a loaf of toast. Smell like a whole
So
loaf
how
of
does that
toast
work?
in
You just
here.
throw an entire loaf of bread into the toaster.
Big
No,
toaster.
No. You pull a prank on your friend. You wait for them to go out after they've just bought groceries. You go into their house. You toast the whole loaf and you put it back in the bread box and you leave.
That's just evil. That's just evil. Why would you say that?
But you toast them different like times, so they're all different.
They're all
gonna start
different
crying
consistencies
now.
of toast.
That's horrendous.
He's gonna get like halfway through and just find the burnt one and just be like, come on. Come on. Also, thank you, Pingu Pingu, for the follow. I appreciate your follows. Also, if you would you like any tips on picking cards and such, I wouldn't want to annoy you by suggesting ones you don't want suggestions. Oh, feel free to drop in some tips, lad. I may just take you up on them randomly. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, just be warned. My chat sometimes gives good advice and sometimes does not. And I'm not sure which they're gonna give you
Amazing.
guys.
Can you please provide proof of them?
I love the
considered? I haven't
chaos.
seen it yet.
Chaos.
Uh-oh.
When have they ever given good advice?
Not to, at least not to you, Firepillow, but normally to other challengers they do.
Double delay. I love a good delay.
Oh, and you probably want to know what that last item does, the shiny jewels, as you probably aren't familiar with that one from the video game.
Mm-hmm.
So, these are a pretty special item
Shiny.
you can actually use at any space. They're basically a bribing tool. If you want to bribe someone, you know, whether it be a hungry group of survivors or maybe a group of angry creatures trying to attack you, they might just get distracted by the allure of these shiny jewels. They'll actually have a different effect depending on which boss you use or which space you use them for. So use them at different spaces to find out what they do. Also, thank you, Markers the Dino for the follow. Appreciate it.
Yo, markers.
Yo, Marcus, you joined the enemy team, I see. All the better to beat you myself.
Oh yes, and you might find yourself up against them at some point. Who knows? We do quite a lot of crazy things on here. But
Good.
let's keep it a little bit simple at first. I actually want to give you guys just a quick tutorial battle just to make sure that you have the feel for how battles are going to go before we get real into it.
Yes. Oh, pet the kitty. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm ready for tutorial battles. I unmuted. Yes.
Yep, I think I can hear all of you. Or, I guess all 4 voices are just one person, but...
Maybe we're Lushy. Who knows?
Maybe.
We're Lushy's like long lost brother. We're Lushy.
4 into 1. Ooh, speaking of, you had a really good roll for your first battle. You start
Let's go.
with an extra card.
Let's go.
Give me sushi after the screen. Nah, you give me steak and I'll give you sushi.
A fair trade.
A fair trade. Oh.
Alright, so, the way this will work, since, we're playing remote, is that, you can just say lane 1, 2, 3, or 4 for when you want to place a card. You don't have to
Okay.
tell me you're placing the squirrel down in this space if you're just gonna sacrifice it. If you want to just like say like I sacrifice the squirrel to play this card, like you can do that. So you don't have to like.
Alright.
And it's pretty much
Makes
that
sense.
simple. And then also just tell me when your turn is over, so I know when to ring the bell.
Okie dokie. Catch up on chat real quick. One person stroking out, but the group is discuss it. Yes, Burns, exactly. If the group is stroking out, it's perfectly fine. Also, markers,
the lore.
mistake. Raw.
Fast raw.
Raw. Alright, so. Alright, multiple brains. Let's
Alright.
Probably best to start with either sparrow or bullfrog.
You think so?
I say
Well,
sparrow.
It has enough health that we can both kill the possum and still do damage.
Well,
Or
if we go
both.
Sparrow
sparrow,
just
we're not
flies over
gonna.
the possum.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sparrow just flies over the possum, won't kill it.
Yeah.
Bullfroge.
I mean, we could just go wolf and go full damage.
That needs
Wolf's
3
two sacrifice.
sacrifices. Or 2, yeah.
I mean, we
Oh,
could get
that's
the
fine.
bullfrog this round, then next round get the wolf, and then we'll also have enough bones for the opossum.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Bullfrog in front of the possum. We fight off the other possum, and then yeah. You think so? All right. We take bullfrog. We sacrifice for bullfrog, and we're gonna fight your possum.
All right.
Let's go.
Let me give you
1v1 me.
your bone.
Gonna hydro
Complimentary
again.
bone with every sacrifice, of course.
I got Leshy's bone. All right.
Oh, well.
And if that is
Oh.
and is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I end my turn.
All right. So that does 1 damage directly to me, which you'll see represented in the bottom of the overlay.
Nice,
Let's
nice.
see.
Second, with the possum, you can maximize overkill just for fun. Ooh.
Because you are learning, I will pass. So no more cards played on my side. But that opossum will still attack you, or at least your bullfrog, for 1.
All right. So we're gonna kill the possum.
I am hydrating Yoshi, don't worry.
We
Everybody
need to
hydrates.
draw us out of the squirrel deck this turn.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
let's go squirrel.
So I guess we
Draw a squirrel?
We should draw a squirrel. Maybe draw a squirrel. Play sparrow.
I thought we were gonna sacrifice bullfrog and
We're still
squirrel
gonna get a bone from
to
the
get
squirrel,
wolf.
so we can still do a possum.
Oh, we could do possum. Yeah.
We could do both. We could still.
Oh, why do you
Sacrifice
redeem to
squirrel,
add a
bullfrog.
card? Ooh. So someone is about to add a card to your deck.
Oh, to ours.
The kitty's gonna get.
This
more
could be
pipets.
good or bad.
We choose creeper card. Blows up all the deck.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be an amazing card. I believe in them.
Oh my gosh, you'd like to add a Gek. Wow. Alright,
Gek!
well,
Let's go!
Gek!
they really like
go.
it, I guess. That is a very
Gek,
good
Gek,
card to
Gek,
get in the
Gek,
game.
Gek burger.
All right.
Gek.
So,
Has been added to your deck.
Ooh, it's a shiny Gek.
yeah,
Yes, it is.
grind set.
Do not grind the kick.
Better for the gold. Ooh, I do like gold.
Sigma
Oh my
Gek
gosh.
set.
Gek burger. Okay, so, I'm thinking we could just like take it slow with this and get some overkill because chat's got a point. All the rares are
true.
shiny. Ooh, shiny. I think we should play the sparrow. We sacrifice for sparrow. Keep the frog for now. It'll kill the possum. We'll get a damage in, and then we can play more cards and get some overkill. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
All right, we're playing sparrow on left side of frog.
By sacrificing squirrel,
Alright. Another bone for you.
which means it's possum time. No?
Yes. Now we can also play possum on the right side of frog.
All right.
Left.
Well,
Or yeah, but
his
yeah, it is
left
my
is
right
or-
side. But
Oh yeah.
well, thank you for thinking of that, because normally it's
Oh,
confuses
okay.
me when people say like left side and it's like my right, and that's why I usually have people say lanes 1, 2, 3, or 4, just because that's easiest for me to keep track of it. But
Brilliant. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would make sense. I'll do 1, 2, 3, or 4 then. That makes more sense. Okay. Then I play Pot of Greed and end my turn.
unfortunately, you do not have a pot of greed in your hand, but I will end your turn anyway.
I tried.
It was a noble
I was
effort.
gonna make the same joke earlier.
And that does another 2 damage to my side, bringing you up
Alright.
to 8.
4 overkill.
Because you are learning, I will pass.
Alright. Now we just need to sacrifice the bullfrog and the possum.
Don't
and
forget to
play-
draw a
Wait,
card.
Also, yeah, we could
Oh,
also.
wait,
draw
we
a
can
squirrel.
draw a card. That's right. Wait.
Yeah,
We
squirrel.
have to draw a card.
We have to draw a card. That's right. I forgot. You guys think we're a squirrel or should we draw a random?
Yeah, squirrel, so you can put the wolf without having to take 2 of those away.
We're good.
That's true.
Yeah, because we don't have any higher attack cards in our deck.
Yeah, you're right. Tony's about counting cards. We've got a brain for every occasion. All right, yeah, we'll take a squirrel.
We have a
250?
we have an ad bot on our stream. That's nice. Mr. Beast.
Shut up!
Oh, Mr. Beast is on our stream. Whoa, guys, Mr.
Yo,
Beast.
Mr.
is
Beast?
here.
No way,
Yo, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, are you gonna give us like $10,000?
He's here to
Yo,
sell us
I-
NFTs.
Oh my gosh.
I'll accept
Oh.
Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, no, I will also accept a Bitcoin. A Bitcoin will be enough for my life.
Well, maybe. I have to check. It might change by the next second.
Who knows?
The whole second.
All right, the Beast. It's the Beast. No, it's a the Mr. the Beast. Draw squirrel second. Another thing for wolf. I guess we could do that, but I think we win in this turn if we don't go now. So Rob's just gonna sacrifice squirrel and je possum for woof, and we play woof in 1
Possum.
because woof number 1.
All right.
And then we would end our
And
turn.
I end my turn.
That
I'm only
does
gonna get like
5 damage,
5 damage.
Nice.
giving you 3 overkill. I started you off with 5 gold, so that you weren't starting your journey too desperate. But we'll add another 3 to that for your overkill damage. And your bull count will be shown at the bottom of the overlay as well, for those that want to follow along.
Nice.
Seems like you guys got the hang of it. Unfortunately, they're going to be much harder than that as you go forward.
Oh god, it played twice. Scared me.
Among Us?
No,
Among Us?
Oh no.
no.
It starts.
Maybe I should take a chapter from the Grimoire mod server and ban Among Us references.
That would be real sus of you.
No.
Tony, no.
Tony.
You
Among
guys
Us?
started it.
Tony's been infected.
This is your fault.
I take no responsibility.
You shall take it
No.
all.
No, Tony, your fault. You used the double gum for slushy.
I'm
gonna use the double gulp cup.
for slushy.
You could
So
not use the
slushy.
double gum for slushy.
Man, it's too bad I couldn't get. Someone is setting up a PingTuber Leshy IRL version for me to start using on stream. It's too bad I couldn't get that implemented this stream, but it'll be really fun for session 2.
Yeah.
Sounds
That would
awesome.
be dope.
I know, I'm really excited for that. I didn't like ask them for that. They just put it together and showed me last night. Like, hey, I got this like thing I made. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like really good. I'm excited for it. That's gonna be fun. But I think it's about time we get started on the map.
Look, there's your little fox.
Yep.
Yeah.
And only one place to go to start off. A card choice space.
Ho ho ho. As I rapidly click around the map to find Easter eggs.
No getting up in this game, unfortunately. You're glued to your seat.
My butt.
Glued. We're not even using staples. How bold.
Blue, my favorite snake.
Elmer's or
Let's give you some.
So those are our card choices.
yeah, lads. If you guys want new cool avatars on stream, you can use them. Just use that command avatar. Click that link, and you guys can have your own custom little avatar.
Uh-oh.
Bees, Mason.
Ooh, I need to do
Oh,
that next time I want to your guys' streams. I wonder if I can get like a Leshy avatar.
Oh yeah.
Bees,
Anybody that gets
Mason.
70,000 channel points or boba on the Twitch stream, you can order a custom-made avatar just for you. Oh my god.
Ooh.
You want the bees? I think we're gonna have to go with the bees, or somebody's gonna get stabbed.
we will never hear the end of it.
No.
We gotta go with bees.
Bees, Mason.
Go bear!
Not the
Let the
bees.
bat eat the bees.
The bees!
But the bat would eat bees.
Then who would pollinate my flowers?
The birds.
Oh.
What?
What?
Oh no.
Birds aren't real.
Oh,
These bees are
government
looking
drones.
submissive.
They aren't after what I did.
I wish they weren't real, because Elden Ring would be a hell of a lot easier if they weren't.
Oh my god. I know exactly what you mean. I hate this, man.
The
The
easiest
birds
enemy
in Elden
in
Ring
the
are the
game.
worst enemy. Like, they're harder than any of the
easiest
bosses.
enemy in the game.
That's an opinion, Tony, and it's wrong.
I don't know, man. My bow says otherwise.
Try
Are we gonna
try
go to
getting the
Skull?
ones in the mountain area. The bow just like tickles them, and then they just come at you.
Oh, I
with
got
their
a.
two swords.
Oh my
I got the
God,
giant's bow
yeah.
early on off
You
of
can
one of
actually
the
become
giant
Yoshi.
archers.
Become Yoshi, my friend.
Alright.
We going towards death or a
Was
fire?
it? Oh yeah, did I put a sub on that? Hold on.
Ooh.
I love death.
Fire.
But check that out. There is a key
Hmm.
at one of those spaces. Seems like that could be useful.
There's
to
also
pick up.
death.
There's also death times 2 on that same round.
Hmm.
I say we go death.
Keys are cool.
Yeah, we can go death, key, either card
They make
choice
funny
or death.
noises.
I do like jingly keys.
So, skull?
Skull.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely skull.
All right.
Where is the?
And so it begins.
So, this is a battle space. I should inform you that I'm not as barbaric as some dungeon masters are. I allow players to be pacifist if they so choose, and if they have the luck. So, you can choose to skip battle, or at least attempt to skip battles if you want, and I'll roll a dice for you to see if the skip is successful. If it's not successful, unfortunately, you'll still have to fight the creatures. But you can at least try to be a little bit pacifist, if you're feeling lucky. So would you like to attempt to skip this battle, or take them on head on?
Fight, 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 fight.
Yeah, we gotta fight. We gotta
Fight?
fight.
Exactly what I'd
Would you
expect to
like
hear from a crazed hermit.
Oh yeah.
So, let's see which
Whoa,
battle
Leshy.
we get. Battle number 6. Alright.
Battle stations.
The porcupine.
And let's see how you start off this battle. 2.
We do
That
have a
means
stump.
bees instead of squirrels.
Oh,
Let's go.
let's go.
Oh,
bees.
this is gonna be good. All right, this is gonna be.
And to start off, we'll have Gek,
Oh,
Beehive, and
Oh my God.
Sparrow.
What does he got coming in next round? Porcupines, which deal 1 damage back to the attacker, and Mole, which blocks open lanes. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
the
play
mole
the
will
Gek.
jump to the lane.
Except
know is
if you
Gek.
get attacked by a flying creature like the Sparrow, which we'll go over it.
Or the bee.
Bee.
Be
Ooh.
down here.
So
Gek.
I think we play
Gek.
B. What do you won't play Gek? Oh yeah, it is a free card. That is true.
Yeah.
Play
We can get the beehive and the Gek down.
Oh, we'd have to kill the bee.
Oh, get a bee.
Why would we
No,
kill
we
the
do
bee?
get a bee. So you
Because the
think we
beehive
I mean-
requires sacrifice.
Mm,
we sacrifice
haven't-
bee for beehive?
We can always use the emergency squirrel.
it's
We don't
much
need
too
it.
Early.
When's too early? When's too late?
50% or more through the map.
All right,
Fair
so I think good point. Yeah, we should definitely play Gek in lane
Yeah.
1, and I'm thinking we sacrifice bee for beehive in lane 4.
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
Gek lane 1, B for Beehive, lane 4. Is that your final
Yes.
decision?
Absolutely.
Tragically.
That gives you
And
bone, of course.
bees have
Bees
bones.
don't have bones.
Nah, these bees got
Actually,
bones.
that's not
They're-
true. That's not true. Have you ever seen a bee after it's been eaten by ants? They got skeletons.
I think it's an
They're
exoskeleton.
exoskeletons, so they're on the outside.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think that's exoskeleton. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think all insects pretty much have, like, exoskeletons.
Needed.
You have to have some skeleton. They're not jellyfish. They're just on the outside.
Oh.
At least I think that's how it works. I'm not a biologist. I might be wrong. I guess maybe, actually, technically, I might be supposed to be. I don't know what
I'm
Leshy's
somewhat of a
considered,
bee
but
myself.
I probably should
Using
know
cards
that.
to make animals fight each other. It's not going to be very realistic.
What? Not
He's got a
really.
point.
That's
You mean when the
great.
stumps get the attack boost from the alpha, they don't just grow an extra hand and stab me directly? Like, I thought that was science.
That's a
No.
risk of
No.
rain. I may be a healer, but. Whoa. Spooked me.
I think we should end our turn on that.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah.
We will end our turn.
Alright. So, that just does 1 damage directly to me. And on my side, we'll have these 3 cards come out.
Ha!
Stump gets attacked for 1. And the Beehive gets attacked for 1, which, as you know, produces another bee in your hand.
Bees.
Thus ending my turn.
Brilliant. Alright, so now. Huh.
I say we draw a normal
Should
card.
we
See
just
what we get from that?
play the. Huh? Just draw
I
another
see.
bee or draw the card?
Draw another card. We already have a bee this turn.
But if we draw another bee, we basically get free damage infinitely.
We could get something else nice.
But where would we put the second bee?
In front of the mole.
What about the first bee?
He just chills.
Chills until the stump dies or the other beehive dies.
Yeah.
But doesn't the beehive give us bees?
Yeah.
Beehive dies next turn, and beehive will give us 1 more bee.
We should have 2 bees already because the beehive was hit. Oh, we haven't drawn another bee yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could draw a bee or
Nice.
draw from the hand.
I say we draw
I mean,
from the
we
hand.
get
Yeah, I think we I
The
don't
wolf
know.
or the stoat, I think, is what's left.
We could get wolf or stoat. It would help us end this sooner. What do you think? A draw
That's
hand?
what I'm thinking draw hand.
All right, we'll draw a hand. We'll draw from the hand.
All right.
Oh, did
Oh.
we?
A wolf.
All right. We could end this rather quick by. What do you think? Sacrifice Gek for Gek and B for wolf or what?
How could you?
Well, that would
Guess
mean we'd only need to do 1 more damage next round, but if we want to do overkill, leaving the wolf in the open... Well, no, actually we won't do any damage this round because of the mole.
Mm-hmm. I gotta kill them all.
Honestly?
What do you think?
Place a bee, sacrifice bee and Gek, place wolf.
I think so. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we sacrifice Gek and B for wolf in front of ball.
Gek and B for wolf in front of mole.
You don't have to be. It can be in either spot. Mole's gonna move to it either way.
I don't know. I just want to get rid of Mole. Saves Mole time. I don't want to make Mole's life any worse than it is. He's gonna die. So make him at least comfy.
And then, what, end our turn on that one?
I think so.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
We
All
end
right.
our turn. Kill Gek from
So,
Hit Games. Gek's Weird Adventure. PS2. Are you talking about Gex the
damage to
Gecko?
mole.
Why are you talking about Gex the Gecko?
Who doesn't know?
Oh yeah, we're down to
Gex?
1 damage on the mole now. Nice.
Gex. Somebody should make a Gex card. I would really love to see that.
Gex the Gecko.
Damage
Ah,
increases every time you make a movie reference from the 80s or 90s.
Oh my god.
Brilliant. Forts and Mortars. Returns. Unfinished business with them. Still need that B-ball rematch. We do. Because you almost beat me. Almost. You're pretty good. Gonna lie. You might just be
Aye.
the best.
Attacks that stump.
Bees?
Beehive gets attacked and killed, but you get not only a bone from that, but also another bee.
Ah, B. Haha. The B stands for
Nice.
bone.
The bones
What?
on?
And that is the end
Zone
of my turn.
We could end this in the next turn. No, wait. No, we can't.
But
Yes,
Yes, we
overkill.
can. No, we can't.
Wait, oh yeah, we draw from the hand.
Yeah, because we'd have to get...
Everything
well,
from this also.
possum.
Yeah, we'd have to get Paulson. So we draw from the hand. You like this bar thing? The bar thing.
I think we draw a bee.
Why
Well,
would you-
the only way
Because
we
the only
can
card
end it
we have
this
left
turn,
is Stoat.
and
Yeah.
possum.
Oh yeah, we have a possum.
Because if we get possum, we can force the mole to move to
Yeah.
the lane 1, which means the wolf will get to attack by order of attack operation.
True.
That sounds made up. It
Okay,
probably
draw
is.
from hand.
Oh yeah, by the way, chat, you guys can hug, but you can also attack other people in the
Ah, got
in
to.
the-
I'm forking it.
that's so that's fine. That's actually exactly what we need.
Never.
So we sacrifice B for
Stoat
Stoat.
smells funny.
Do
We
we have
put
the inscription
Stoat-
stoat in our chat today, actually? Sometimes the inscription stoat talks, other times he can be a little bit quiet.
Oh.
No stoat? Ah, he's
No
sleeping. Sleeping on the job.
No Stoats.
Oh no.
No Stoats. So I'm thinking if we were to play Stoat to lane 1, it'll move the mole to lane 1. It kills the mole, and then Wolf does full damage.
Which leaves him with 1 health.
Right.
Which could be good for over.
Then we can overkill.
True. We'll take 1 damage this round, and stump slot will be opened next round. Which means if we draw from hand, we'll be able to play B, which we can sack for... No, we'll be able
won't
to
have B.
play... If we draw from hand, we can pull Possum, I think is all that's left.
Yes. 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 Maybe.
Oh, but there is a stink dog in chat, though.
Stank dog?
Or stink bug. I can't read.
Stink dog.
I'm combining cards already. Oh
Stink
no.
dog.
Listen, I don't have my glasses on.
It's too late. That's somebody clip that. it's becoming
You're
a
not
card.
combining
It's becoming a meme.
cards.
Oh,
Stink dog.
alright, yeah, I think that's definitely the way. We're gonna go sack B and play Stoat Lane 1.
Sounds good
Sack
to me.
B, Stoke Lane 1.
Also, you guys in my chat, I'm gonna give you guys something really fun to play with. We'll find out which one of you is the very best, the best of them all. Time for a royale, fight to the death. Have fun. Marriage.
By my blade.
Also, if a Metapod wins, I'm literally going to sacrifice all of you to the gulag.
No fire type Pokemon.
The gulag is what I call my cat's tower.
I think on that we end our turn though.
Yes, end our turn.
Alright. The mole blocks the Stoat's attack, but dies in the process.
Dead.
I
And
got
then
beat
the
up by
wolf.
Metapods. I'm so upset.
Boo it. Tentacle cool.
Bring you guys up to 9 damage.
Perfect.
We take one this round.
On my side, El Possum attacks your Stoat for 1.
Who won?
Porcupine kills the stump.
No, a Metapod won! I can't believe you did that. Oh,
Well, Jimbo, looks like you're off to the gulag.
that's it. That's it. I told you guys you're going to the gulag now. You
Oh,
will
no.
fight this demon. Did it do it? Did Penny start the boss fight? Penny start the boss fight. There we go.
Doesn't appreciate your sass.
Well, I will sass Penny. Anyway. So, let me quickly explain. So there's a boss fight going on in my chat right now. You guys can join as mage, priest, or warrior. You will fight this boss to the death. Each one of those has a different thing. I 100% recommend you guys have one.
Go
P.S. if
check
you
out
guys,
their
All
channel and
mage.
do it.
yeah, if you guys, oh, not wizard. I meant to say maid. Yeah,
All
mage,
mage.
warrior, or priest. If you go as priest, you might want to put up protection for you.
Everyone join mage. Trust me.
Oh God, you're gonna get
Yes.
killed.
Yes.
I'm already a priest, you heathen.
Join mage.
You heathen. Alright, so back in Inscryption world. Now we will win this turn.
Am I the only one
We
who
draw
keeps
a
reading
B.
We
the
want to
stream as
maximize our
Leshy Girl?
damage.
Maximize
Oh,
damage,
no.
Tony?
I read it like that for a while.
If we want to maximize our damage, then
One thing we could do is sacrifice the Stoat for Sparrow.
Well, we have to draw first.
Yeah.
True.
I'm
We
thinking
draw a
ahead.
B.
So yeah, I'm saying B because that'll fly over Porcupine.
Yeah, I think we draw B, sack Stoat for Sparrow, and then play 1 and 2 for B and Sparrow.
Yep. And that way we get 5 damage, which gives us 3 overkill.
Bingo bongo.
Alright, so
Maths.
B,
They read it as Leshy Grill.
Leshy Girl.
Leshy Grill. Oh, we call girls grills.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
girls
You're a
don't
grill
exist.
now.
Fair enough.
Enjoy my hot dogs. Wait, that sounded weird.
Wait, well, hold up.
Statement stands. Statement stands.
Monka.
Mocha. All right. So yeah, that's definitely how we're going about this.
So, Stoat for Sparrow, you said?
Yep. I can read his lips.
Yep.
Stoat just said total display.
And B. What would we say? B.
B for
B in
lane
front of
1.
Possum.
Like that?
Correct.
Oh yes.
Perfect.
And then I think we end our turn.
Alright.
We end our turn.
As
I
you
placed
said,
B
that
in
gives
attack
you
mode.
5 damage, giving you 3 overkill overall.
Oh.
More gold.
More
That
gold.
will be
More
rich by the time-
gold.
We'll make the
11.
prospector jealous.
Oh, I'm
More
sure he'll be very
gold.
jealous of all the gold you have.
Oh yes. Also, if you guys are suffering any delays, refresh the stream. That usually fixes it. Should be
Oh,
like
I didn't know that
3
actually
seconds delay.
that does fix it, but I should be telling my audience that too whenever I have a delay.
Oh yeah. It will help them.
All right, for your first battle or real battle, not bad.
Oh yeah. I need to get my soundboard back up so I can do soundboards.
Oh, we have that too, Fire Pillow. You mind to
Oh.
show them?
What? I didn't hear that. What?
Jokingly or actually not hear that?
I didn't hear.
Okay, we said like someone, Amnesianite was saying he should get his soundboard back together, and I was like, oh, we actually have somebody with that. Take it away, Fire Pillow.
Yeah. I have some good sounds. It's
Sounds
open
fun.
now, so there will be random sounds now. You brought this
Amazing.
upon yourself.
Once the Fire Pillow soundboard is summoned, it cannot be unsummoned, so just be warned.
Yeah,
Amazing.
you made a mistake.
All right. So,
Gonna do that.
looks like you reach the key space and get to add a key to your inventory. I will note that this does not take up space like the other items, so you can carry as many keys as you want to.
Now we're breaking into your house now.
But now you have another choice to make. You can either go left and get that card choice, or right for another battle. But there does appear to be that interesting looking space up ahead past the battle.
Don't know what it does. We're definitely going that way.
All right, that's all the confirmation I need.
Oh yes.
I'll ask this like I asked last time. Would you like to sneak past the battle or take them on head on?
Head
We
on.
fight? We fighting. We fighting.
We fighting.
Seems like you might not be much of a pacifist. Would you like me to stop offering to skip battles for the rest of the game?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. I like your can-do attitude. Let's do this now.
Bloodlust cannot be satiated.
I see the board come up, I square up. That's how it works. However, I'm leaving my other 3 brains in charge. I will be right back.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
What's that? An alpha, fawn, and another fawn.
Oh, if we don't get rid of alpha fast, this could be pretty bad.
Is alpha
It's gonna be
buff
bad
all
regardless.
units, or is it just wolves?
Anything adjacent to it.
Anything, even like rocks and stuff.
Ah, and you got the bee roll again. So you have bees
My
instead
bees.
of squirrel.
Bees.
This is fine.
And your starting cards. And you may begin.
Alright. I say we draw another bee, get wolf in there. What do y'all think?
Okay, do we get to draw this round?
Nope. You
I didn't
already
think
drew.
so.
Never mind, I have brain rot. Okay.
Our best bet.
Oh, I also forgot to reset the scale. Whoops. The physical one,
is
not the digital
probably
one.
to use B to sacrifice for Stowe. to kill fawn on the next round. Because
Actually,
the right side fawn, because the left side fawn will move over and help us get rid of the boulder. So
We could
yeah, we're
just
gonna
put-
take 1 damage from it, but
we could just put one bee down. That'll kill the fawn, and then we can use that next time to get the wolf in to kill the alpha. Because the bees still deal 1 damage.
High return. Oh. Chat, you guys might want to heal.
All right.
So my big brains, how are we doing?
Bee flies. You're right. This. I need to use the restroom real quick, so I'll leave you 3 in charge.
Haha, back to 3 brains again.
I was saying that we should use bee or stoat on lane 4 to either block or kill off fawn. Because alpha's gonna move forward, we're gonna take 1 damage from it regardless. We'll at least block the 2 damage from fawn on right side. On left side, we'll take 1 damage from that fawn, but then it'll move over next to alpha and then deal 2 damage to the boulder, helping us get rid of the boulder.
Yes.
So it's either use B to be in that lane and then draw another B and play wolf next turn, or use
so.
B for stoat this turn.
No, I'm definitely thinking B lane 4. I think you're right. Wait,
Before
yeah, it's just gonna...
you act.
Oh.
Alright, yeah.
Wait,
B
maybe you're
to-
right. Maybe we should play Stoat instead, because then we can get rid of the fawn.
I mean, the B will also get rid of the fawn.
The bee
No, it
flies.
won't.
You will fly over it.
Ah, damn it. That's right.
Yeah. Alright, so we play Stoat lane 4. Sack B,
By
Stoat 4.
sacrificing the B.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because...
And then we end our turn.
Yes, end our turn.
Alrighty then. So, Stoat does 1 damage, and that's all that happens from your side.
Okay.
The alpha buffs that 1 elk fawn. This one attacks directly for 1, and then moves. Alpha attacks directly for 1, and elk fawn attacks your stoat for 2. Thus dealing 2 damage to your side in total, and ending my turn there.
Alrighty.
Aha.
Alright, where do we want to draw from?
If we
We're gonna
draw
need
I
to
think-
get the wolf out, so we're gonna need more bees.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bee.
Bee.
If only bees
Not to
didn't
mention,
fly.
anything else in our deck aside from Gek can't be summoned without another bee.
True. So you're thinking B for a wolf?
Well, we're gonna need 2 turns. Like, I don't want to get rid of Stoat, because Stoat's gonna kill the fawn on the right. And then fawn on
On the
Yeah,
left is
no,
here.
yeah, you're right. We draw. We'll draw a B. We draw a B.
B, it is.
And what if we play B to lane 1 to do damage, basically countering the alpha, and we kill the fawn at their side?
Yeah, and then we take nothing this round.
Yes. All right. So we play B to lane 1. I think that's it, right? That's it.
Alright.
Yes.
B does
You
1
guys got this,
damage.
boss.
And Stoat kills my elk fawn.
Ooh.
On my side, this elk fawn becomes an elk.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot that they do that. That's a little problematic.
That's okay, cause it's
It's just gonna hit a rock in a hard place.
Yeah.
That hits the boulder for 3, and the alpha attacks you directly for 1, while that elk then moves back to lane 1, thus bringing it back down to 4. And my turn is over.
Alright, so this is what I'm thinking. So, if we let that be with the... I say we leave that bee on the left. It gets elk down to 3. So the wolf will insta-kill it when it comes
Bee will
over.
not attack the elk.
No.
No, yeah.
Why do
Gotta
bees
fly
fly?
Because
I
they're
don't know. They've
bees.
got wings.
Why?
Why do bees fly? Why is the sky blue?
Why do they fly?
By all known laws of aviation, there should be no way a bee is able to fly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they don't know how to read. How can they read the laws of aviation?
The bees are too
That's
dumb,
a
so
really
their
good
wings are so
plan.
small.
Huh. Oh, I think they're gonna win. I think.
Didn't you
they're gonna
guys see
win
the
boss
movie?
fight
They
on
get
my
their
side.
bee lawyers
Nice.
to read it for them.
Alright. What if
Yeah,
we
but
draw?
what?
Do you guys want to chance it and draw from hand?
Here's part of the potential problem with that. We take 3 damages turn, depending on what we do, right? Because elk
No, we're
will
gonna
hit.
deal 1 damage and then take 1 damage.
No, because elk will attack. Bee won't block elk.
Yes,
Unless I
it does.
No, it does block it.
That's right. Flying works one way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, no clovers? You're banning me again from this fight using clovers? You monster. That's fine.
Or Nana.
I'll fight you.
Or Nana.
Alright, so I think if we just simply draw we can chance it, draw from deck, or we can just draw a bee and sacrifice a bee.
I say just draw a bee and place the bee in front of the alpha,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go with B.
because that'll give
Yeah,
us 3
we'll take
damage.
a bee and we'll place it in front of the alpha lane 3.
Alright. B in front of the alpha, lane 3. Oh no, does the cabin gramophone decide to just...
Yeah,
Fuck
I
off.
got it. I brought it back.
It does
I
that
do know the
sometimes.
bee's gonna die, right?
Yeah.
This is fine. Because the elk will move over and it'll just attack the boulder and kill the boulder.
That's true.
We'll still only suffer 1 damage next turn.
We won't suffer any damage.
I'm talking about the next turn. After the elk moves over.
That is, yeah.
I think we end our turn here.
We end our turn.
Alright. Bees both fly over my cards and attack for 1 each, and the stoat also attacks for 1. For 3 damage total. On my side, this elk comes out. This one attacks and kills one of your bees, then moves over. And this alpha attacks and kills your other bee, thus ending my turn.
Draw a bee, place bee in front of alpha, sacrifice Stoughton, bee for wolf in lane 1, and we win. With a point of overkill.
How a point of overkill?
Oh, never mind. I see we have 3 damage.
Yeah.
But we'll still win.
Yeah. That's probably the
Sounds
move.
good to me.
Sounds good.
We'll
Alright.
draw a bee.
And then sacrifice those 2 for the wolf in lane
Correct.
1.
In lane
Yes,
1.
senor.
Alright.
For young wolf.
We place wolf in attack mode and end our turn.
And that, as you said, gives you 3 damage exactly for an exact win.
Nice.
No overkill, but probably for the best. It seemed like there were some tough cards coming out, so... Sometimes the risk just isn't worth the reward. And I definitely had other cards in that deck too, so...
Another full-grown elk coming next turn.
It was actually a
Next to the
pronghorn,
alpha.
so you dodged a bullet.
Oh my god.
And it would have gone right in front of the boulder too. So like I said, dodged a bullet.
Unfortunate. Need some meaty cards.
Yeah. Need some chonkers.
It'd be so nice to get like an Oribos this early.
The Ouroboros.
All right. So back onto the map, and the only direction is to go towards that mysterious cauldron.
Finally. Soup.
Soup. Good soup.
Good soup.
Also, thank you, first-time viewer Yeetus 808. Glad you're here.
Yeetus, what are you eating?
Everything, man.
Hopefully not the squirrels. They need those. So, you approach a strange-looking clearing in the forest that appears to have smoke billowing out of it. You get closer to the smoke, but as soon as you enter the clearing, the powerful smell permeates your nose and causes you to gag, eyes watering up fiercely. You wipe the tears from your eyes and look past the smoke to see a strange figure standing next to a cauldron. 'Twas the witch. Greetings. You look like a strange fellow, but I bet a strange fellow such as your sort could appreciate a good potion to help you on your perilous journey. What say you? Would you like to try one of my strange potions?
Absolutely. Drinking
Do you
fruits
have it
from
in
random witch,
banana?
100%.
Does it come in Pepsi?
Unfortunately, no. We only have Coke products at this cauldron.
Oh,
There's no lean.
What about
unfortunately.
No
lime
pilk?
Coke?
no milk. No maidens!
The witch hands you a strange-looking potion that appears to have a lot of feathers in it. More feathers than you'd hope to see in any type of beverage, in fact.
What weighs more, a bottle of feathers or a bottle of
Finally.
steel?
Feathers.
Bottle of steel. Steel's heavier than feathers.
Guess we're gonna have to drink the bottle of feathers.
I know what you guys are referencing. I love that's one of my favorite clips from like early internet.
No, I love the
Don't
fact that
be.
it doesn't work for this because a bottle isn't like a
I
pound.
know.
It's it.
My God, he was right all along. Steel is heavier than feathers.
Alright, Zach, drink up.
All right.
Feathers down the hatch.
Alright.
You reluctantly drink
go.
the witch's strange potion. The feathers
Chug,
make it
chug,
particularly
chug,
difficult
chug.
to swallow, but you manage to just barely get them down your throat. And
I was like gagging on Big Bird.
suddenly,
Now we just need some tar and we can visit a politician.
suddenly you start to
Request
see
no cursing? Oh, please don't.
feathers growing on parts of your body, except these feel much heavier than the usual feather. They feel the weight against your body. You have now
Oh.
gained the anti-flight ability. All flying creatures are grounded on my side and on your side.
Finally, bees don't fly.
My bees!
Thank you. Thank you.
We taught them how to read. They know the laws of aviation now.
Let's
They
go.
want to not fly. They're now just furry ants.
Let's go. Finally.
I truly hope you enjoy my strange potion. If you start to feel
people.
any feathers growing inside of your organs, be sure to visit a doctor.
You're not a doctor?
And with that,
But you're not.
The witch doctor.
Which doctor?
the witch disappears.
The one on first.
Which doctor?
Which
The one on first.
Which doctor?
Which witch doctor? Which one do you witch mean?
Sandwich.
Unfortunately, the witch had disappeared before she could answer your question.
She didn't disappear. I saw her running. She didn't want to deal with this. I wouldn't either. And I'm on their team.
Now, you'll
Loaf
have
of
to make a
toast.
decision. You'll have to either go left or right, but you don't know quite what's up ahead. You'll have to trust your gut instinct.
Left.
Left.
Right. I'm
Zach.
calling it. Something good's gonna be right. Believe me, Zach. Believe me.
Yeah, but when has Cats ever been right?
This time.
Wait.
I
That's
was
is
ready to
right.
abuse my
Literally
evil
right.
play. I was. I am right.
Well, Katz is right. So yeah,
But
we're
I'm
going
left.
right. Yeah.
Which is why we go.
But
I
Katz is
told you
right.
bees shouldn't be able to fly, and now they don't fly. I was right.
Does that mean you'd like to go right?
Let's go right.
Yep. We gotta go right, because Katz is right. Tony said when's Katz the right, and this time Katz is right. So I just, you gotta do it.
Alright. You head off
All right.
to the right
Yes, we
side
are.
of the path.
Why did you trust me?
Well, because you were right.
Oh no.
As you reach down
Literally
to
logic.
the page of your map, you feel someone, a presence, staring at you.
Oh no, not again.
You look up and you find a mysterious figure standing inches away from your face, smiling back at you. The smell of rotting flesh emanating from his teeth. 'Twas the trapper.
Shia LaBeouf.
Greetings. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Yes,
Would like
I
to
love
trade
that
you
video.
some pelts. I
I'll take your
You guys
entire
join?
stock.
have quite the selection of pelts for a fine traveler such as yourself. Rabbit pelts be 5 gold, wolf pelts be 10, and golden pelts be 16. Ah, but of course, you get a complimentary rabbit pelt with every purchase.
There you go. All right, lads. What are we gonna do it?
I say let's go for wolf belt.
I do like wolf pelts.
It costs more, so it must be better.
You know, on all levels except physical, he was a wolf.
He
No.
was a wolf.
Don't you dare bring that here.
Just because we went to school from him. Look, now we can
Don't
turn
you
into a
do it.
pelt.
We'll take Wolfie.
The pelt.
I hate it here.
Alright.
I hate it here.
At least you didn't have to go to school in the summer. Me and Zach did.
I went to the Boys and Girls Club with him.
Oh, that's
He
right.
ate my homework, Tony.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
true.
wait, you
What?
actually knew that kid? The
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah, we went to
to
school with that
Oh my god, really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I got a story. Like, okay. So
Yes, we need the
did
story
ask this
time.
happened, Okay. Okay. So I went to school with Tony. My last 3-4 years of school were in the States with Tony, and anyway, I was what is the word? I was enchanted by the presence of Wolfie one day.
Enchanted.
I'm coming out of the annex building, right? And I'm just looking around, just waiting for my ride for the day. I get back to the main street, and I look back and I see someone running from the GA building all the way to the science building. They were running to the
Or-
annex building.
For
Yeah.
reference, the school is an open campus with 7 different buildings with a street
Oh,
running
yeah,
through the
it's-
middle of it.
Yeah,
Just
it's
to
like
kinda
college
help.
campus style.
Yeah,
So
it was really
he's
strange.
okay. So there's a person running across the sidewalk. For roughly, let's just say like 100 feet. They're full force running and expecting the doors in the other building to open when they push on the latch in the front. You know that push latch that clicks in that bar,
Yeah.
right? So they're running full force. I'm just like, whoa, what are they doing? I don't know what they're doing, but they're really cooking it. I don't know what they're running from, but they're going somewhere. Apparently, this is a common thing Wolfie did, would just like full force start running because he gets wolf instinct. He needs to go. So Wolfie runs full force towards that door, which he doesn't realize is locked. Slams into the door and hits the ground.
Oh
It
my
was
god.
probably one of the funniest things I ever saw in my entire life because he gets up, shakes his head, and literally does the cartoon, and then keeps running somewhere else. It was amazing. Left or right for the rest of the run? Wait.
Man,
Oh, you want to
that's
do a poll? One of my mods, please do the poll.
Oh, that was a poll. I don't know why I did not read that.
that is
me
quite the interesting story, and yeah. How do you know? Have you heard from Wolfie nowadays? How's he doing?
Yes.
How's he doing now?
They have transgendered into a female, and they work in cybercrime. They specifically work on tracking down child predators that work online.
Ah, so the wolf still
World's
hunts.
changed.
I see.
Yeah.
The wolf
The
still hunts.
hunts.
I love that. I love it.
That is amazing. I didn't know you guys knew him. That is a very interesting story. And I hope we can definitely get a clip out of that because that is probably one of the best
I'm
stories
sure I
on
can
stream.
find you one.
Oh, yeah.
I just meant from our stream, just the story itself. But I actually would love to see a clip of what you described too. That also, that as well.
It was a unfortunately common occurrence. It wasn't. I think it was after Zach graduated that he started wearing an actual foxtail.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wolf tail. That
Wolf,
Wolfie
yeah,
wore a
sorry.
wolf tail. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't bring my people into this. Okay, just for reference, I love foxes. I don't think I'm a fox. Okay, just
On
Really
all
get
levels
him.
except physical, he's not a wolf, a fox.
I am not.
Hey, real
Fox
quick,
cam
rigging
outside, there's
the
foxes
vote.
outside.
Vote right. Just rigging
Oh,
the vote.
vote
real quick.
left.
Vote right. Vote right.
Left.
While
Left
they're
is
voting,
No,
Yes.
you heathens.
Yes.
you actually
There's
got,
either vote right or vote wrong. I don't see a left.
While the vote is going on, you guys actually get also to restore your backpack with new items every time you meet the trapper and trader for a purchase. Except, it seems like your backpack is full. So, because of that, why don't you have one of these
Yo.
instead? As you can never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack.
I love that.
Oh, our community definitely loves a good pack rat. That's for sure.
Yes, I rigged the vote. Let's go.
Why are you proud of that, you monster? Bugger, let's go! Can we get an F in chat for left? I mean wrong.
F for the left.
Everything we own.
And the
In a
box to the
box
right.
to the left.
Because you didn't get left.
You're making me leave my box behind.
No, it didn't get left.
All right. What's next?
All right.
Toast.
You chose right on the map, and you ended up at an event space, of all places.
Oh.
Aha! Ha! Unless we all die, then ho ho ho.
Yeah, the
Oh,
event
no.
is death.
For an event space,
Inevitable.
we have a special die.
Oh, you die. Bye, die.
Can I die?
Which side? How many sides?
6?
6. And you got something very special for your very first event die. A lantern. I wonder what that means.
Means we need to find some oil.
Uh-oh.
Oil's for drinking. What do you mean?
We're not.
Oh,
Actually,
States.
this event is so special that I'm actually going to call a brief intermission now because this event
Ooh.
could take a couple minutes or so, and I want to make sure I am fully stocked for this battle. So, we'll do like a 5-minute intermission so that if everybody can get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, or do whatever they need to, and when we come back, we'll have a very special encounter. And I think my chat already probably knows what's up, but let me just say it's a very special surprise. So, with that, we will be
Actually,
right. Oh, what was that, Fire Pillow?
yeah. So I just wanted to ask, while we're on the intermission, yeah, I'm like about to starve to death. So could I like step out to grab some food for like 30 minutes and be back?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or do you need me here? All right. See y'all in a bit.
All right, see you in a bit. And intermission time. So we'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes for something very
We'll be
exciting.
back after these brief messages.
What would be our B, lads? You can B-ball. B-ball is really fun. I highly recommend you join either pandas or foxes, and you can face off against each other in B-ball, where you'll be basically predicting shots using your avatar to see if you can best the best of the best. You also get rubies to buy more avatars. Join foxes because obviously I'm in damage charge.
I gotta. Also, I am on the b-ball court. I just realized. Uh-oh. Penguin, the way the Discord active thing is the person who has the account has to set it up.
The Discord active? Great.
The Discord reactive images.
Where?
How's
Should make PNG for Leshy. Don't you worry, I can do that right now. I'm the best. You stole my alma mater.
Can you set others?
Take some more. No. Okay.
I don't want effective Eminem.
I can offer. Oh, it's up there.
What is that?
I for the life of me could not see where the hoop was for b-ball for a minute.
Oh, alright. Oh, there it is. Okay. Samesies. I lost it. I lost it long ago. I love Omnums.
One. I guess that does work for the default one.
There we go. Oh, did you guys are nuts?
Don't forget to roll your waifus.
Oh,
right.
jeez. I'm doing speed rolls.
I gotta play b-ball though.
Don't worry, I'll speed roll for you.
Thank you.
These are not speedy rolls at all. It is taking a minute for it to recognize this.
Yeah, the bot has been struggle busing.
Oh, I like bounced off the rim.
Wait, I just tried to. Oh.
Okay.
All right. And we're back. I heard there's some basketball going on.
Oh yeah. And I think it's a pretty close game. Pretty rough.
While you're finishing that up, I could do one little thing. Sometimes we give away game codes in our streams in chat.
Oh dude, we do. That's.
Why don't we do a little bit of that? Oh, you know what? I have the perfect one. Amnesia.
Oh yeah! I almost did the other one, yeah, but I was like, I don't think they're ready for that yet.
Alright, I hope you guys
Nobody
are
is
ready
ever ready for this.
in the little Twitch chat because you're about to get a Steam code. So have those Steam redeem pages up and ready.
What is your hot take of the day? Your mom.
Hello, Pablo. Pablo's is Papu. Glad to have you here. You just came just in time because we're dropping a Steam redeem code. Let me know who gets it. I want to know. Oh, Yoshi got it. Nice.
Awesome.
Oh.
All right then.
Yeah,
So,
I cheesed b-ball so hard because like I would watch the other team shoot and then I would just adjust to their fail.
That is exactly what I do too.
Monsters.
Monster.
Monster. Nah, Katsu, I think you need more arc to it. Oh.
Just because of that, I'm not changing my arc.
Oh my god.
Out of spite.
More power.
You were close. That was close. Oh. Oh.
Team, who told you you could update Apex? Get out of here.
Wait, I put way too much that time.
This one's a rough one. I'm waiting for it. What the heck? Pingu, where are you going? Oh! Oh, this is gonna be a legendary comeback if you do it. Oh, got some spicy things going on the screen.
oh no, I'm just doing some prep while you guys are doing your b-ball. Don't worry. Don't mind me.
Spicy.
Don't mind me. I'm not. Relax, guy. Relax. We're nothing's nefarious
Spicy.
going on here.
Need to grab my charger anyway. Too much cookie run. Don't judge me.
Me and Yoshi had the same exact idea.
Brilliance.
I barely went over Yoshi in that. Come back with the century.
Dude, I want to see this come back. Oh no! It was so close. Come on. Like obviously, I gotta root for the Foxes because home team. But
Next time, for our next session, I'll have to figure out how to be able to show that. It's probably not too hard, I just didn't have it set up, but... Could probably do just like what you guys are doing on Discord, like if one of you streams the camera, I could, if that's how it works. Who here didn't even play Inscryption? We had one challenger that hadn't before that had never played Inscryption. You don't need to have played it to play my game, though.
yeah, things get
Oh
wild.
my, that almost hit.
Oh, right, Yoshi, because you didn't... Wait, I thought you did have it, or... Wait, no, you didn't, because you have a Mac, right? But they have the beta test out for Macs, or at least they did a while back. Oh, I could have just been watching the stream on your guys' end from my phone.
What is the second number? The second number is the angle. So it's power and then angle. So it's how hard you want to shoot and then the angle that you're shooting.
Isn't
From
it?
0 to 180.
Also, you can't go through the rim for the bottom. I saw someone try that.
You cheese!
You cannot cheese it.
Dude, is this the
They're
legendary
just
come
going
back?
all over the place on your screen.
Dude, they are going all over the place. They're losing it. Oh, wait. Oh! This Katsu got it. Ah! Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, it bounced off. You were so close, Yoshi. You were so close. Oh. 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 That was almost legendary. Fox almost got a legendary drop.
Oh. Oh. So close.
Oh, wait. Oh, just barely over it.
I can make a whole stream out of this. Like...
Oh no! That was the last shot! It was so close!
So
Woo!
close.
You Forza Motors, you lined it up.
So close.
Force Morris is crazy at this.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you my secret. I do full power every time. I just adjust,
is
like, I do full
wild.
power.
That's
100
his
every
secret.
time.
He's always angry.
Nice.
Full power, and I just adjust the angle. I send that thing to space and back. I know on the Fox team. Oh yeah, it auto balances you if the teams are unbalanced. So sorry, BB. You're a fox in my heart.
That was a very riveting game.
It was riveting. Yeah. What a good side jab.
Speaking
So-
of riveting, we have something kind of riveting up for you guys next.
Ooh.
Hey, that's those squirrels!
Oh, so we're actually about to do a battle, and you got the roll for the instability roll that gives you 2 squirrels instead of 1.
Oh.
Which will probably be pretty helpful because the event space you got to was an encounter with the mysterious woman. The mysterious
hello,
woman steps out of the shadows and eyes you up and down. Pathetic. Another player here to waste my time. I have no idea what the heck you have going on over at your end, but it doesn't matter to me. To me, you're just like the rest of the players. Only here to waste my time even more. Well, I'm gonna put a stop to your run early. Right here, right now. Face me, and if you have any potential, show me now, or forever perish.
Clearly, you don't own a Gek.
Haha! Average Gek enjoyer. We killed it!
Uh-oh. Wrong button. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna need to turn that music.
The Gek was too strong.
mysterious woman comes out. She has 1 attack and 5 health. And she brings 2 cats with her.
You can keep your kitty cat.
I think we can adopt one of them.
Adopt a kitty cat?
Yeah, specifically of the undying variety.
Alright.
I got this. I'm gonna adopt the cat. I got this. Alright. That didn't even work.
Speak their language.
Alright, we got Gek. But right now, our
You
only
think Gek?
damaging lane is gonna be the left side lane, because the cats can't die, right? Even if you, like, breed them.
Yeah.
That's not how the sigil works. They can die, they just
No,
can't
no.
be sacrificed.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
sacrifices.
That's what I was asking.
For the rest
But
of the battle, flip the
What if we
controls
leave
for
the cats
battle.
there because they can't deal damage?
Have control. What do you mean?
Think about it. The cats can't deal damage.
No,
Yeah, they're just gonna block
but-
the lane. I think it's good.
That's true, that's true. I don't know if they're gonna get buffed at all, though.
How are you gonna buff a cat?
Also, I feel pretty bad.
I wouldn't.
How dare you?
I will shoot your cat. Just kidding.
No.
I won't. Ah.
Like I just said, they didn't do anything wrong.
Then why don't we just put Gek in lane 1 and put Squirrel number 1 and 2 and 2 and 3, and just let them be there for when we're ready to sacrifice for Wolf or something
Sure.
with those damage.
Wait.
Why
What if
not?
we put Bullfrog in lane 4 and we just do some damage to that? Who is that?
That's the mysterious woman.
Mysterious.
Why is she there? She's being mysterious. She's just
I don't know. She just showed up with 2 cats, dude.
She's a weirdo.
Trying to make us fight cats now. It's like,
What a
I
freak.
mean, if you could show up with 2 foxes, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you right though.
Future boss fight? Question mark?
Future boss fight? A mysterious foxman?
Lore.
I
Lore
feel
drops
like,
you
I
guys
feel like
out
the
there.
mysterious woman just fucking panda shows up, brings 2 cats, refuses to elaborate.
Leaves. Alright, so what do you think? Should we just like Gek in lane 1?
let's get them.
Gek.
Gek him?
Yeah, I think what you
Gek
said
'em.
makes sense though, where we Gek lane 1, Squirrel lane 2 and 3, sacrifice lane 3 to put Bullfrog in lane 4.
So
Yeah.
just squirrel lane 2.
What if we
Yeah.
steal the cat with the jewels? What? Have to dance now.
Are cats attracted to shiny jewels?
I don't really think they are.
Are you not playing the music?
I mean, we could definitely
No,
try.
it's just a little laggy, because I can hear the music on my end, which means at least it is coming through
I mean,
on the screen, but it can be a little laggy sometimes. And like I said, my
Also, the
internet's
music
kinda...
working for me. You know
It is
what?
working just
Let's
fine for
try.
me.
Let's try to use the gems on the cats. Why not?
I think so.
Alright, apparently we're tossing some shiny jewels at some cats.
You
I am the
attempt
cat whisperer. They will
to bribe with shiny jewels. The mysterious woman looks at you and just scoffs. You think that dirty trick is going to save you from me?
Not you, the cats.
Well,
Well, I mean, she's their owner.
it seems you're being
Yeah,
given
that's fair.
some ill advice. So, why don't I do you a favor and take away that ill advice? She denied
Oh no.
Disabled
You're
it!
bribery.
She disabled the chat!
and disabled chat.
Oh no.
Mysterious woman, you give us the chat back right now, I'll slap your titty shut.
Oh, I don't think that
Don't
works.
test me.
That doesn't work here.
Alright. Now it's personal.
Now it's personal. We kill the cat.
You don't let me bribe your cats. And now you take away the voices, the extra voices. How dare you?
How do you know the cats weren't fragged? They might not have.
I mean,
liked
they
you.
could be.
They just might not have liked you. Cats
Hey.
are like that.
Sag.
You switch streams? Why switch streams? Be on both streams. Why not both?
2 in 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
2 into
well,
1.
one
That's,
and two.
that's our community motto. 2 into 1. Combine them. Like literally absorb all the information twice as fast because you're watching 2 streams simultaneously.
All right.
Mine.
Let's assume that the cats are just blocking spaces for other summons. We still
Okay.
should put Gek lane 1, Squirrel lane 2, Sacrifice Squirrel, Bullfrog lane 4.
Sounds good to me.
So you said Gek lane
These
1.
options seem good.
Yes.
Get 'em.
And then
Boys.
Bullfrog lane 4 for Squirrel. What else was there?
And the second Squirrel in lane 2.
Gotcha. Like that?
That looks right to me.
That seems good enough. I'm sure this won't go wrong. Unless
This'll go.
Wonder Woman. Famous last words.
Gek and the Bullfrog attack my side for 2. The mysterious woman gains power from her cats, buffing her damage up to 3.
we've made a
Uh-oh.
mistake.
We made a terrible mistake.
I mean, it's not that bad.
You're not that bad.
And she also summons a sparrow. So, she attacks
Damn, she summoned a
kills.
lunch meal for her cats, dude.
the Bullfrog.
Lunch
Did we
for
lose
the
a
kitties.
bullfrog?
Oh, Inscryption Stoat, you're finally here. Wow. A little late, aren't you? Oh, well I guess
Have the image.
they can't even see because chat's broken, so I guess you're just gonna have to stay quiet for this battle, unfortunately.
Cat machine broke.
I need a mod for a poll. Oh whoa.
Powwow.
A poll.
Oh, sorry, it is the end of my turn. You
Alright.
can draw again.
Milky do.
Draw from hand, probably?
Draw from hands. Because we can also put a possum down.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what happened to that Pat? Oh, Pat Rat is a card that goes in that. Yeah. Alright, hear me out. Does that witch not have any health? Or does she have infinite
She
health?
has 5. It's just kind of hard to see. Sorry. I'll put a
No,
tile
you're
there
fine,
so it's
just
easier to see.
clarifying. Ah,
There's
perfect.
2 routes we could go. We could either avoid the cats, or we can kill the cats. I would like to avoid the cats and just go for her.
I think that's a good idea. We don't kill the cats, we don't have to worry about anything.
What
But if you
we
don't
sac-
kill the cats, then she's just gonna one-shot the wolf. Should we put the wolf down?
Well, I'm thinking we use Opossum there to soak her damage this round. Because we have 2 bones. And then we sacrifice Squirrel and Gek for Wolf, and he gets 3 damage this round.
That does
And I
seem
actually I think if because the thing that should be 5, that should win.
What?
We did 2 damage last round. If we put
Oh, yeah.
Wolf in left lane and he deals 3 damage, we should theoretically win. But in case we don't, I'd still like to have Possum down to block her damage next round. Following
Yeah,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
feeling it.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm good with that.
Alright, we
Alright.
sacrifice Squirrel and Gek, and we call on our next card, Wolf. And then we play. Wait, should we place Possum? We should place Possum.
I think we should to be safe because
Yeah.
the health
Yeah.
thing is here. And then we'll use
think-
2 bones to put Possum in front of Witch Lady.
I draw
Sounds good to
Possum
me.
to lane 4. Turned
Oh, yeah.
in attack position.
A possum position.
After sacrificing 2 bones to the graveyard.
Awesome position is just roadkill. Come on.
Oh no.
I now end my turn.
Alright.
Your move, Kaiba.
Nice.
Awesome position.
You do enough damage to win with the opossum, and also deal
Fin nuts.
1 damage.
69. Nice.
Mysterious woman.
I like to
Take that,
imagine
mysterious
Possum's
lady.
bitter ankle.
Curious.
Just runs up.
I tried to end the battle, but you think
Oh,
I'm going to make it that easy for you? Huh. Pathetic.
you look.
You're gonna have to do more than that to win against me. But because you got all them on my side, it did skip her turn, and you get to draw again.
Okay.
But the battle's not over, even though you have all the gold on my side.
I think we're gonna have to kill her.
Torch gotta kill her.
Yeah.
So we draw from hand?
What can we get from hand that we can use?
We also have that squirrel still. I say we see what we get from hand, and if we need to, we can get that emergency squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. We'll draw from hand.
Pack rat.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's bad.
No, that's not necessarily bad.
Emergency squirrel.
No, because Possum will deal 1 more damage to her this turn.
Okay.
Oh, someone asked what song is this? It sounds familiar. It's from Hotline Miami 2, called Remorse. Figured I'd mix some Hotline Miami music in for some of the custom fights, because it's some dope music.
3 hell. We could draw a squirrel next turn and put Pack Rat in front of her, and he'll do 2 damage. But then we still need to do 1 more damage to her.
Yeah, I think we end the turn here so that we can give Possum 1 damage, and then we'll just bring her down to 1 damage left. And then
Yeah.
yeah,
I think we're gonna have to end our turn here.
we end our
Alright.
turn.
That does 1 damage to her and 3 damage to me. But I guess I'll put 3 more on my side of the scale. Not gonna make much of a difference now, but there you go.
At least we're 3 further away from potentially losing.
True.
Out of curiosity, does the flightless thing apply to just us or
Both
No,
sides.
he said both.
Yep.
Ooh,
So
that's
the
sparrow.
sparrow
The wolf's gonna eat the sparrow.
attacks the
Yes.
wolf directly because it cannot fly anymore,
He just punches it with his wing.
and the opossum gets killed by the mysterious woman.
It fell on punch.
What is that? Oh, full blown raven.
A full-blown raven.
Thanks, Inscryption. So I'm glad you think
Slap with
this
the wing.
music fits her.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty mysterious.
So draw squirrel, use emergency squirrel, drop a pack rat in front of her.
No, we don't even have
Sounds
to
good
use
to
the
me.
emergency squirrel. We get 2 squirrels. Or do we only start with 2 squirrels?
I think
Yeah,
it was
we
only
only
start.
It was the remember our instability.
Hmm.
Also, we're
rolled the
gonna get an
die.
item anyway. May as well use the
You're right.
item here.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah, we
we
get an item for this.
pull a squirrel from
Yeah.
our deck. Yeah, we'll draw a squirrel this round.
Okay.
Scroll down.
Swirl down. Swirl down.
Yeah, scroll down. And so we
Good job, Mr.
sacrifice
President.
squirrel and woof.
We gotta get the emergency.
Or do you want to do
squirrel.
emergency squirrel? You said emergency squirrel.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll do
have to
emergency
because
squirrel.
pack rat is a 2-sack summon.
Yeah. So we'll call upon our emergency squirrel and grab another squirrel after sacrificing emergency squirrel to the graveyard.
All right. You pull out
Oh no, it's in a jar.
your emergency squirrel.
Jar.
no.
Zach.
Oh no. No, the emergency was that bad.
Good thing we can't see chat right now.
Well, and we'll sacrifice both squirrels to put Pack Rat in lane 4.
All right.
Now you're gonna send both squirrels to the graveyard, putting my pack rat in attack position.
Damn you,
And I
Kaiba.
think we end our turn on that.
All right, and you get an item for that
I
too.
end my turn.
Okay, hopefully we get something good.
Dragon Claw. Ooh,
What?
nice. If you
The
played
heck was that?
Inscryption, that is equivalent to the scissors.
Oh.
And the reason I do that instead of scissors is because of the physical object I have to go with it. A Dragon Claw.
That's
Win.
dope.
I know.
Win. It's a win. I like this way better.
Are you all thinking what I'm thinking?
No.
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 Catch, I only think like that after midnight.
It's midnight somewhere.
That's the point. Alright. So,
That be the end of your
we
turn.
ended our turn, right? Yes.
Alright. You
Pulse
do
attract.
2 damage to her. And you also kill the sparrow and do 1 extra damage in the back lane to the raven.
Yay. Hydrate again. You guys are gonna drown me in water.
They do that to me all the time. Alright. And on her side,
Howdy, buddy.
the raven comes out and kills the wolf. And she kills the pack rat.
I mean, at this point, we have to draw from hand now.
Well, what we're gonna have to do is we've loaded up enough damage that I think we can survive a hit of 5. That's assuming that the extra damage we've done affects the scale. And then on our second turn, so we basically draw 1 from hand because all that's left is Stoat, I think. And then our second turn, we draw a squirrel. So we'll have to take 5 damage this turn, and then we'll lose that turn. No, because if we kill her, we take 2 damage. That's 7. We have 8 piled up. It leaves us with 1 on her side.
Again? My goodness.
That's the only
Better
solution
idea.
can
I
think
give
of.
her the shiny jewels. She's on my side now.
I think we just tried that though.
No, we gave the cat the jewels.
Sadly, the cats were not bribed by the jewels.
It's not catnip.
Yeah, it's coming in a DLC. Catnip DLC.
Yo, let's go. I think Tony's on something now.
So, like, does she not like jewels? Is she not truly fashionable? Does she
He
have
apparently
no
only
maiden?
likes cats.
Well, no. Okay, well, frick it.
I
Alright, we draw from hand.
Draw from hand. Alright. Wolf pelt.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can. No, it's not.
Wolf pelt
We
soak
can't
damage.
Yeah, but even if Wolf Pelt soaks damage, we will still lose. In the.
Well, we have the knife.
Wait, we
I
have the
didn't want
large
to have
knife.
to use it. Oh, we do have the large knife.
Use it or lose it.
That's true. We should probably use Wolf Pelt this round to block her, and then large knife next round. after we've taken damage.
Wait, does Lodge Knife stabs one of us, right?
Yeah, one of us has got to lose a part.
Or we use Dragon Claw and stab this maiden.
She has 1 health. I really don't want to do that.
But it would be funny. It would be quite humorous.
I'm gonna
And
roll
what-
a dice. Stab that bitch!
Alright. Guess we're using Dragon Claw on her.
Blam that piece of crud!
You attempt to use Dragon Claw on the mysterious woman. She blocks your attack, but she uses some power to do so, reducing her health by 1. So, by doing that, you actually did beat her. Just barely.
It worked! It worked!
She blocks knives and dragon claws, but she takes a damage by doing so. So, and she only had 1 health left, so that was enough.
Perfectly calculated.
I forgot we had the damn pelts in our deck.
Alright, let me just put on our regular music again. Since our tech manager is gone, I'll have to do that myself.
Yeah, we go nuts. Also use the Lodge Knife. 2 damage to her. Does it? Huh. And we're back.
Well, it seems I underestimated you maybe a little bit. You're a little tougher than you look. But don't think you're gonna get a pass with me just yet. If you really want to prove that you can beat this game, you're going to have to face me again. And I promise you, I won't hold anything back the next time we meet. So you better be ready. Or else you'll just meet the same fate as everyone else. And with that, the
No
mysterious
beans.
woman vanishes.
When the world needed her most.
That's what you get for having cats instead of maidens.
No
Baiting
cats,
this?
which I'm happy about.
No cats were harmed in the making of this battle.
Beeline-less?
Figuratively and literally. Sometimes I just go to that like that to my cats, like, no kitties. And they're so confused.
No kittens.
They have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yoshi is the speaker of the trees. Get on the ground or he'll break your knees.
No, not my knees.
They're already weak.
I'm the Lorax, I speak for the trees. The Lorax says it wasn't enough. If you know, you know.
Well, you managed to put 3 extra damage on the scale before ending the battle with her, so I guess I'll give that back to you, since we only need 5 on each side.
No.
So, brings it up to 4. Excellent work for your first time encountering the mysterious woman. A lot of people seem to know her tricks these days, but I was curious how you were going to handle that as someone who has not seen their tricks before.
Mm-hmm. Not so mysterious now, are you? But I have uncovered you are just a cat in a raincoat.
Wait, they were a cat? No.
You see what his chat friggin'
My
said?
vow.
If we had killed the cats, it would have spawned great whites.
I'm glad you guys followed my advice and I heard the cats. I'm just saying.
See? Having cats in here was definitely the right plan. We got 3 brains. 4 brains? 4
He
brains!
he is partially right. Not just Great White, so it'll just summon any strong card. But yes, Great White's definitely in the pool of strong cards that can be summoned. So you definitely dodged a bullet there.
And a shark.
Let's see
And a shark.
if he'll be as insightful for the rest of this game. Moving on from that event space, we first come to a card choice space. Let's see what your card choices are this time. Adder, cat, or mole.
Oh, we need to steal the kitty.
Insta kill could be good.
Insta kill or summons? I feel like we probably need an insta kill.
I feel like an insta kill would be great.
My issue with the insta kill is it costs 2 to sacrifice.
But we could put down something else.
Maybe.
I say we go with the adder.
Yep, I feel adder. Panda, you?
Meow.
Are you playing cookie? Yes. Toast. 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 I'm stroking. Smell of toast.
Beef stroganoff.
The mysterious woman appears from the shadows again.
Hello, sexy.
Pathetic. You wouldn't even choose one of the best cards in the game. I'll be taking this for myself then.
What?
The mysterious woman adds another cat to her deck.
Should have taken the cat.
She just adopted a cat. Win-win. We got a snake
My
and she
one
adopted
weakness. My one weakness, people using cats. No.
Yeah, but next time we'll just use her weakness, snake.
a cat. Yes!
True.
And with that strange
Unless she
interaction,
uses our weakness, mongoose.
she disappears once again.
Hey, my chat. You guys want to win a game? I'll do a giveaway. Just type F in chat if you want to win a game.
Even the stoat is telling us that we made a mischoice.
The stoat is a mischoice. The stoat's mother made a mischoice when he was born. Oof!
Ouch.
Was the stoat technically born? Since it's,
The stoat was flashed.
He was flashed by his mother. Wait a second.
Wait, no.
Wait a second. That's not how this is. Uh-oh.
Wait, I think we can go over this bridge and pick another card, or go to the mystery
cards?
space.
Correct.
We kind of need some cards. We almost ran out of cards.
No, we had another pelt in the deck.
You also had another
we
a
go
sparrow
with
in your
some more
deck
cards.
too.
Oh yeah, we did have Sparrow.
Actually, I can give you guys a quick
say that's
refresher of your deck. Actually, I don't know how up to date this will be because I know Fire Pillow's been on like
From the
intermission.
game, not born.
Let's see. Oh, I have to put it on the other page. Not quite up. Or is it up to date? I think actually. Oh, it doesn't have the adder because you just got that, but it has everything but the adder listed.
And the pelt.
Yeah, those we list on like a separate part of the sheet.
Ah.
Gotcha.
Oh, and it's missing the beehive too. But there is also that. Don't worry, I have all of it in your physical deck. So anything that's missing here, you can just
It's
blame
just a
Fire
matter
Pillow.
of trying to store it in my brain.
Wait, Fox, you're telling me to think about my words? Listen, do the clip command and you'll see that never happens.
Oh no.
Or the quote
no.
command.
The quote command! Oh, jeez! That
I
was
already said that.
awful.
You want to see my favorite quote?
What's your favorite quote?
So are we picking...
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Are we picking
Should I say it out
another
loud?
card or mystery event?
Mystery
Oh!
event.
Oh, I am totally going for the mystery one. It's like that one, fuck you, the Family Guy episode. Do you want $60,000 or the mystery box? Ooh, mystery box. Yes.
They found the glow stick
You
quote.
want a Redbox DVD?
Mystery space. It is. And we
Oh,
actually
you told
also
me,
have
so
a
you
special
should-
die
should.
with 6 sides for that one as well.
Another way to die.
Ooh, a
Yay.
sacrifice space. That could come in handy for you guys.
Cool. Wait, wait, wait.
Perfect. Perfect.
Wait. Yeah, Cats is.
I'm on a roll.
Alright, I'm sure you know how this one works. You may sacrifice any creature and place its sigil on another.
I don't get.
Oh,
Pattern
that's
gek.
smart.
I don't get.
The most powerful Gek.
We want the Gek to have the power of the adder.
Yeah. Gek.
Alright, is this your final decision?
It is.
Yes.
Judging by the decks, I'm assuming
Yes.
correct, yes. So, you sacrifice your adder, and the Gek, oops,
Yeah.
Gek gains its power.
Yeah. Let's go. Gek.
Alright. With that, we are done with the sacrifice space for now. And can head over to the map again, where you have another battle.
Skittles and bits.
And let's see what battle it is this time.
Bullfrog, bullfrog. Ribbit, ribbit.
Mhm.
And is that sparrow? That's sparrow. Hey, what
Oh.
the heck? Oh, tree.
There's not.
Where's the Lorax when we need him?
When the world needed him most.
He broke your knees and ran away.
You broke your knees and ran. What? Come on.
And let's see what your starting instabilities. Ooh, 2 squirrels again.
Skidoo.
Yeah, right.
Not great.
One extra
I
squirrel.
say we go for hand with this.
But we can't draw on the first turn.
You
Yeah.
silly.
Listen. All I can think about is Gek. I want that Gek.
I say we throw down the wolf pelt in lane 4 to block damage.
Yep. That's a
Sounds
great
good to me.
idea.
Alright, wolf pelt to lane 4. And, what are you
I
guys
think-
thinking? Spara to lane 3?
Let's see. We'll do 1 damage. He'll do 1 damage to it. We'll do 1. We'll lose Sparrow if we.
Yeah,
do
we'll
that.
lose Sparrow before then, but we'll at least block
We
the
could always
damage.
sacrifice it before Sparrow dies.
It's also
That's
true.
also true. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll sacrifice a singular squirrel for Sparrow in lane 4. Oh wait,
No,
wait,
it's
wait,
like
wait! None
this.
of them have flying.
That's fine.
Okay.
I send 1 squirrel to the graveyard, and in exchange we get Sparrow to lane 3.
Alright.
And on that note, I end my turn.
Sparrow does 1 damage directly to me.
Oh, by the way, chat, there's a giveaway going on. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but Pennybot dropped a giveaway. You might have to scroll up in the chat to see it. Alright, so...
So the Sparrow attacks Grandfur for 1. Bullfrog attacks Sparrow for 1, and the other Bullfrog attacks the Wolf Pelt for 1. Thus ending my turn.
Oh, by the way, later fox have fun on Hot Pixel. Alright. In that case, we draw from hand.
Yeah, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Gek,
Yak!
who also
The
happens to
mighty
have
cast of Gex.
the Touch of Death sigil.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Alright. So, I think we just end our turn and wait this one.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good
We
to me.
end our turn.
Sparrow
Oh,
attacks
you got bobbed off of it.
Bullfrog for 1. And that's all that happens on your side. On my side, Sparrow attacks your tree for 1. And then the wolf pelt and Sparrow, unfortunately, perish to the bullfrog attacks.
They were weak.
Probably draw from hand
Alright.
again.
Yeah.
Draw
let's
from
go
hand, you think?
I mean, neither one of the cards in our hands need a sacrifice, and we have a sacrifice available.
True. We draw from hand.
Unfortunately.
At least we got it out of the way.
Alright.
I put it
so-
probably in front of Bullfrog.
Why? We can kill both bullfrogs right now.
Oh, so we can.
Gek on 4 and a possum on 3 would kill both of them.
That's true.
Yeah, alright, so we play Possum on lane 3. Sacrificing
young
2
Gek.
bones. And we play Gek on lane 4. Sacrifice, not
Gek,
sacrificing
Gek,
anything.
Gek.
And
Yeah,
we
Gek.
end our turn.
That, of course, kills both bullfrogs.
Bonjour.
On my side, a porcupine comes out, and the sparrow attacks and kills this grand fur.
Okay.
So we draw from hand.
Yep, sounds good to me.
We draw 1 card from the deck. Oh, cool. It's a Bullyfoog.
If we put that in front of the Sparrow, it'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
We sacrifice 1 squirrel to fight the sparrow with bullfrog.
All
I'm
right.
back. I apologize for that.
Oh, no worries, Fire Pillow.
We're back.
Oh, good.
I had not eaten since this morning, and I was just like, "Oh, I'll be fine." I was not fine.
Hunger.
What'd you make?
I got
Starvation.
Subway.
Nice.
Yo.
Eat flesh.
I think we end our turn on that one. If
We
didn't say it already.
end our turn.
All right. So, Bullfrog attacks Sparrow for 1. And the Opossum and Gek attack me directly for 1 each. Bringing you up to 8 damage.
Heyo.
On this side, more cards come out, and the Sparrow attacks the Bullfrog directly for 1. The Porcupine attacks and kills Mr. Opossum.
My bosom.
My chonky boy.
The chonker. Okay, so do we draw from hand?
Yeah, why not? Let's draw from hand.
No, I don't have any reason not to yet. We draw 1 card from hand and oh yes, we got the wolf. Just go.
I say we do.
Go.
This turn.
Huh?
We could use a wolf to get some overkill also.
Yeah,
We
we'll
could-
get 1 overkill.
Win this turn and get 1 overkill.
Sacrifice
Okay.
Bullfrog and get
Wait,
to get Wolf.
we could
in lane
win this
4.
turn. If we win next turn, we'd be better off though.
Well, next turn, what's gonna happen is we're gonna take. Let's see.
The
won't
adder will
take any
kill the
damage.
bullfrog and we'll take 2 points of damage.
No. Hear me out.
Well, 1 point of damage.
Oh, well, we could place the
Oh,
pelt
wait,
in front
that's
of the
right, we don't have any-
porcupine.
Yeah, the wolf takes 2. Never mind. Yeah, I guess we do have to end this turn.
You do have a rabbit pelt, though. Just don't forget that.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we
we could
can't
sacrifice
sacrifice the rabbit pelt if I remember right.
Correct. I mean, as a
We can
bullet
use it to
sponge.
block
Pelts
damage.
do not shed blood.
It can block damage, but what we're saying is both the pelt and the frog will die, and then we just have Gek, and then we'll have to draw a squirrel next turn, and sacrifice.
And then we can just
Gek.
play wolf, actually.
Just play
What
the
if
wolf and end it.
And
Uh,
we would win with no overkill if we do it next turn.
wait. How do the shiny jewels work again? They just convert a card to our side?
It does something different depending on who you use it on. So you can actually use it on any space, not just in a battle, but like literally on any space.
I think we should hold on to that.
Okay.
Yeah, you just use it on like the one like person it like does absolutely nothing for with your first. Because she's Mysterious Woman is special. She's not easily tricked by normal tricks.
Lord Blue on the
Wait.
tree. I rule this tree from now on, you psychopaths. Alright, so
Thinking too much of my brain
yeah.
hurts. Just
we
wolf.
will sacrifice Bull Froge and Gek and play Wolf to lane 4.
Both Froge and Gek get sacrificed. And Wolf on lane 4.
And we end our turn.
That does 3 damage to my side, giving you 1 overkill.
Nice.
Let me just update your bolt count. There we go.
At least now, if we meet the pelt, we can get at least 1 rabbit pelt.
Yeah.
That's good.
Put those cards away.
Who's winning? Oh, I don't know. I think we won that round, but overall, Leshy's got more of the board than we do. So,
Are you winning, son?
are you winning, son? Looks back
But
at r/place.
does Leshy have a Gek?
Probably.
You're right. Leshy might not have a Gek.
I do have Gek, unfortunately.
Oh no.
No.
There's
Oh,
2
God.
total in my whole like set of cards.
Oh,
so I have the
no.
other one.
Zach, this dude really came into your chat and rooted for the other guy.
Dude, he's bold. He's bold. Do not mess with
I
Bearded.
respect
He is
it.
bold.
All right,
I
so
think that's a campfire.
it
Looks like
is
a campfire.
indeed
Oh no.
a campfire. Let's find out what that does, shall we? So, you approach a campfire surrounded by hungry survivors. Come closer, said one of them. Want your creatures could grow stronger if you put one of them beside the fire. This seems risky. Will you place a creature near the fire? Oh, also Fire
hear me
Pillow. We
out.
got a couple cards added while you were gone, and
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I'm just I wanted to ask during an intermission.
yep,
What
Beehive
Okay.
and Pack Rat. Or no, you got the Pack Rat there.
Pack-
Beehive. And
Oh,
there was
just
something
those
else.
2?
There was something else too.
Beehive.
Adder?
Yeah, Adder. That was
Adder.
it.
No, we sacrificed Adder already.
Oh no, yeah, never mind. They put Adder on.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
upgraded.
yeah.
Oh, but
Sorry
Gek
about that.
has a sigil upgrade now. Gek has the Touch of Death. So I think those are the only changes.
Hear me out, Zach. What
Sacrifice
if we use
Gek?
the shiny jewels here and see if we can convince
Oh.
the animals to go away from the campfire, and then we upgrade the Gek?
Oh, smart! I like that idea.
Does that work?
I have no idea.
We can
We're
try.
finna find out.
Finna find out. That or we pull out the big knife and we make them get away from the campfire.
Make
True.
lunch.
All right, so.
All right, we throw jewels.
Right
Right
at
a jeweled play.
You toss the shiny jewels in front of the survivors. They quickly glance at each other and then go into a frenzy. They're mine, says one of them. No, they're mine, says another. It looks like you can freely upgrade anything in this campfire for 2 times while they're distracted with jewels.
Let's go.
Oh yes.
But what
Is
if we
this
next
upgrade
pointed
time.
on
the beehive?
health? Why would we upgrade health on the beehive?
It's a spinner, so it's actually
Because it
random
takes
each
more.
Oh,
time.
it's a spinner.
Let's go with the Gek.
Yeah, but if the Gek, the Gek is a free unit that kills things.
But
Well,
the Gek.
doesn't touch of death kill the survivors if it gets eaten? So you.
I
could
thought that was just
probably, like-
ringworm.
No, I think Adder does it too.
No, because the adder does that too, and so does the long elk. I think anything with touch of death also instantly kills the survivors.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
But
That makes
they're
sense.
too,
I don't know if it works in this game actually. I could be lying because I don't. But
Well, they're too distracted
In
anyway, so
normal
they're not
stuff.
going to eat anything that you put near the fire.
Let's upgrade the Gek.
All right, so we've got either the gek or the beehive. Panda says.
The Gek.
Because if you do beehive, it can take more hits and you'll get more bees.
We do get
I
more
thought the
bees.
beehive
Also-
only gave us bees after it died.
No,
No,
every time it
Every
hits
time
it.
it takes a
bees.
hit.
Wait, also, I'm thinking Beehive now, because also we can get the Beehive to also attack. That could be really good.
So yeah, either way, the beehive would be useful.
Yeah.
But if the
Actually,
Gek gets upgraded health, that means it can one-hit more thing.
true. But
Unless it gets at least 3 health, I don't think it'd be worth it.
Well, the health upgrade gives it +2.
That is true.
This is true. But if it gets damaged, then it's basically useless anyway.
It's just a unit we don't have to sacrifice for to get 2 damage. It's not that's like. Besides, we're
2
getting
damage is useless on the Gek. Gek kills things instantly.
Well, not necessarily
no.
useless
Two
because
damage
like
to
it
health.
still does damage to me, you know, because touch death doesn't work.
true.
Like it would be a unit we don't have to sacrifice for to get more than 1 damage.
True.
Because think about our deck right now. All of our cards that do damage require at least a sacrifice. Except for Gek.
Kind of on the. You know what? I'm kind of the Gek supporter now.
See, hear me out though. If we do beehive and it gets health, that's 2 more damage that we get for every time it hits health. Right? So if it gets health twice, that's 6 damage, which means 6 bees, which means 6
No.
cards.
The beehive
it's for
only has
every
2 health.
instance of damage, not for every point. Like
Mhm.
every time it takes damage. But if it
Oh,
takes 6
every
damage, it only
time
gives you
it
1
gets
bee.
hit.
Yeah.
Let's go with
Oh.
Gek.
Thinking Gek.
I like the idea of Gek.
All
What do you
right,
think,
super Gek.
Zach?
We go super,
Super
Gek.
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 Super Gek. Super Gek.
Super Gek.
Attack.
So we
You
got
get
+1 attack.
nothing.
But you get to upgrade it another time for free without any risk because you're distracted with the shiny
Yeah.
jewels. I'll give that a better spin. That was a good spin. Still attack anyway. So your Gek now has 3 attack.
It was meant to be.
Well, at least that reassures. That means the beehive would have just gotten 2 attack.
Yeah.
So now, but the Gek is a free card that one-shots, and if there's nothing in front of it, deals 3 damage. That means if there's nothing in
Really?
front of it for 2 rounds, we win.
It's also true.
But the bees.
It's an ultimate utility card now.
No more bees.
Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have done the adder on the
Adder.
beehive, because then all the bees would have gotten touched. on it.
$19 Gek card.
Okay.
Who wants it? And yes,
Who wants
I'm giving it
$19
away
Gek
for
card?
free. Haters, go and get blocked.
Besides, I think we get some or all of our items back because I think the next fight's the boss.
Oh.
So we can stab ourselves.
Now I gotta clean
There
up all
haven't
these
used
the clothing.
shiny jewels that the survivors left behind. Quite a mess.
Shiny jewel goes like a shiny jewel.
I didn't know that the survivors knew how to play Bejeweled. That's crazy.
Obviously
Yeah,
they
that's
didn't because they
crazy.
left the jewels everywhere.
It's because they don't have Candy Crush. They
Exactly.
have to make do.
Clearly, they don't own Candy Crush.
Clearly they
Being
have no
free
maid.
with your
Clearly, they
phone.
don't own an air fryer.
I own the oldest phone and I don't have Candy Crush.
You have Candy Crush. It's free.
I have the oldest phone known to
Literally
man and I don't
free.
have it.
It's
You-
literally
you-
free with your flip
You
phone.
freaking flea man! I have the oldest phone. No, I got my phone day one. You have Candy Crush.
I don't have it.
You go to the App Store, you download Candy Crush. It's free.
Alright, we're ready to go proceed, I suppose.
Alright.
Alright. So, it looks like you do have a boss fight up ahead. You arrive at a strange part of the forest. There are a noticeably sparse amount of trees at this part, but you start to see bones on the ground. The bones start getting more and more frequent until you're face to face with a large pile of bones. You start to hear a rumbling coming from the bones. And out pops the Rat King. Behold, I am the Rat King. Fear me, for I am a servant of the Prospector, and quite a fearsome and loathsome creature indeed. Many have fallen in my wake, but fear not, weary traveler, for I am a merciful king, and I'm willing to look the other way if you were to offer some patronage to my kingdom. Will you negotiate with the Rat King, or will you fight him instead?
Oh, seems like a gentle young man. Yes, of course.
I don't like the cut of his jib.
We can negotiate with him. Also, your gramophone left.
Oh no.
It does that. We gave it legs, and now it just it gets
Yeah, don't ever give your gramophone legs. It's a bad idea. No matter how much they try to
it has a
convince you, it's a good
stretch.
idea.
has a
Legless
stretch.
gramophone.
Wonder what he wants
Oh
to
yeah,
bargain
guys on my
for, though.
side, if you guys want to request music, feel free to request your favorite songs. I'll play through the stream.
I'm just saying, I don't like this rat guy. I say we murder.
Yeah, but what could we bargain?
There we go.
We have a
You guys
rat.
We
request
can
whatever you
bargain
want.
our limbs.
We could
They have
bargain a rat.
bones.
We have a rat. We could give him a new servant.
I mean, true, actually.
Wait, we have a rat?
We have a rat.
Yeah, we have pack rat.
Oh yeah, we
rat.
got the pack rat. Does the Rat King like rats?
What do you think?
No mice.
I'm not sure. That's a quite that's something we'll need like philosophers to answer or something. That's a difficult question. More
Maybe
experts,
try
what do
and
you think?
negotiate.
Does the Rat King like rats?
I like rats.
Okay.
Rats are
Yeah.
cute.
No,
Rats are
good.
pretty cute.
Pretty smart. They're really
Every
are.
rat-
Rats are
better like
surprisingly smart.
Mhm.
Yeah. That blow your mind.
I'll send the
Let's try
rat.
and
mafia.
negotiate. Come on. What could go wrong?
Yeah. All right. You can
Let's
have
negotiate.
our little rat friend. He
I'm
carries
starting
a
to warm up
backpack.
to this guy. I'm starting to warm up
Yeah,
to
he's
this
pretty
guy.
chill. You know, he seems good. I think those bones are just chicken bones. There's nothing dangerous there.
Yeah.
You offer a pack rat to the Rat King. Says the Rat King. This is quite a tempting offer. But I don't know if it's enough. Well, okay, for you, I'll make an exception. But if you're willing to offer a little bit of gold my way as well, I could do something even better than just look the other way. I could show you a bit of a shortcut to the prospector. Otherwise, you'll have to pass through that long mountain trail behind me.
What do you think, lads?
Well,
I don't
if
think our
if we
deck
go
is
with a
up to
long
scratch
trail,
enough.
we can get more stuff.
Yeah, more stuff sounds good. I like stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
We're gonna get there anyway. Well,
Yeah.
if we take a shortcut, we'll get less stuff.
Yeah, less stuff. I don't like less stuff. I like more stuff.
I like more stuff.
Yeah, I once
The
had
hive
less stuff and
mind
it
has
wasn't fun.
spoken. We will take the
yep.
long way.
Mhm.
The long way? All
Long way.
right. Suit
Long
yourself, says the Rat King, but don't come crying to me if you end up regretting your choice. The Pack Rat and the Rat King hop back into the pile of bones, and you set forth on your journey once again. Mostly confused by the interaction, but happy to have gone from it unscathed. And since that's the end of another page of a map, and you reach a checkpoint, you sit down
I almost had to become an engineer.
to just rest on a stump for a few minutes as you turn the page of your map. You feel a familiar figure watching you from the shadows, though. You look up and quickly turn to see what you think is someone you met before, but it turns out to be someone a little bit different. It is the trader. Hello.
Oh, finally!
I hope you have clean pelts to trade, for I have good cards.
Ooh.
Let's see, you have one wolf pelt and one rabbit pelt.
Yay!
So, we'll trade for your rabbit pelt first. And you get 8 card choices from that. Let's see what your choices are. Sorry, it takes me a minute. Oh. Cockroach, raven, bell squid, sparrow, turkey vulture, coyote, corpse maggots, and opossum.
Alright. The
Listen,
sigil on the
hands
cockroach is
down.
really good.
It costs
That could be-
4 bones.
But the sigil,
usually have plenty of bones though.
The sigil.
is pretty nice. But tentacle. We hold on to it long enough, and boom, we just play that thing and end the game.
but imagine if we put the cockroach's sigil on something.
You do
good.
know how the bell squid works, right?
Yeah, it's every turn it goes up by 1 damage, right?
Nope, it is based on how close it is to the bell.
Oh.
Could you provide an example?
So if it's next to the bell, it does 4 damage. If it's here, it does 1 damage. The further away from the bell it is, the less damage it does.
My vote's on the cockroach.
I love cockroach and maggots, but several of the cards are good. Yeah. Like, cockroach isn't good, and if we could slap that on Gek
Oh,
and make him
I didn't-
Finnegeck,
wait, Infinigek.
it'd be kinda nuts.
Yeah, what does
In
the
a-
sigil do? Is that just
in a-
when it dies? It returns to
Anytime
your
it
hand?
dies, it comes right back to the hand again.
Does it become
Infinigek.
more powerful? Because that's the one that's
No,
on the.
that's a
No,
different
it's
one.
Ouroboros.
Oh, okay.
Infinigek.
We could do Infinigek. If that's
I like
assuming we get
Infinigek.
another sacrifice pedestal.
Yeah, if we make it to another sacrifice best. But that means
Like-
we're also giving up another card that we're getting.
Yeah.
But also
Like, really,
think
we
that-
need
that-
to like supplement our
this is
deck.
the lesser of two cards. So the next one we can get something really good.
This is true. We could get another
Oh wait,
power
this
card.
is for the rabbit pelt?
Yeah, that's for Rabbit Belt.
Yeah.
Honestly?
You think you can
You-
cockroach too?
No, I was thinking corpse maggot.
What?
Listen, it gets immediately played from your hand when something else dies. It's a free card essentially if it's in your
Yeah,
hand.
and the cockroach can come back like instantly. So it's like
Yeah, but it costs 4 bone. Whereas
you can put on
corpse
something
maggot is
better.
technically free.
Infinigate.
Well, if the only reason I can think to get the cockroach would be to put it on Gek or something.
But we kind of need more cards for our deck. So honestly, like if we're talking about just strongest card here, we haven't gotten any game where we've gotten 8 bones. So I'd like to rule out the vulture. But
Yeah,
the
I don't see
raven's not a bad choice.
But the cockroach.
Or if we're talking about like, if we can always play the Bentai tentacles in row 4,
Yeah,
then that's a really strong
that's
card.
4 damage. Really, there's like
And
boom.
with 3 health, so it's like
Yeah.
small fry's not gonna touch it.
Inigek. Think about it.
I think if Panda wasn't at the bathroom, she'd
100
vote
of
for
them.
Bentai.
100 of them even.
I'm gonna vote for Bentai as well.
Cockroach.
We need
Come
to
on,
vote.
Zach.
Come on in.
Zach, I've been right all these times. Come on, believe me.
Oh
Infinigate.
no, you have not. Oh no! Oh no!
Yes, I have. I have been right.
Okay, maybe since we started streaming, you had some good choices, but you know, your life's been a magnificent shamble.
Listen. In the game, I've been picking the right choices. Believe
Listen,
me.
you joined our
Infinigate.
Discord, Katza. Was that the right choice?
Yes,
What?
Infinigek. It's led me to the Infinigek.
Oh my
Telling you, Bentai.
god.
Come on,
Alright, Pama.
Panda, Infinigek.
So Katz is under the impression that we're gonna automatically somehow get another sacrifice thing, sacrifice the cockroach to put its sigil on Gek. I'm saying that we get the tentacle because the way it works in this version of the game is the closer it is to that bell, the more attack it has. So if
That's
it's in
also
row 4,
how
gets
it works
4
in the
attack.
video game too.
Yeah, that's
know
how it works in the video game.
I haven't
never
had
know
the card. I haven't had a playthrough where I've had the card, so.
That's okay. I feel like a lot of people get that mixed up because it doesn't actually tell you how it works in the game. Like,
Yeah, nobody takes any of the tentacles because no one knows what they do.
I always pick the tentacles. I did not know that about the bell, though. I thought the bell was just how many turns have passed
Yeah, same.
and
it's the
powers the
same.
tentacle.
Now that we know, I still think the tentacle is the best choice here. Because it gives us another powerful card aside from our wolf, because everything aside, well, and Gek.
There's actually
It's
also
really
an
powerful.
interaction with the douse where the chimes also count as a bell. So if it's next to a chime, it gains attack as well.
Mm.
And here's what the thing with the Infinigek. If it's the same here as the base game, since we have already put a sigil, sacrifice a sigil to the Gek, we can't do another. It won't let you pick the Gek again to receive another
Aw.
sigil.
So Infinigek is out.
Oh, no
Wait,
Infinigek?
but this is different than the regular one. Is that how it works, Leshy? Can you
Wait.
stack sigils?
yes, you can have, well, to a certain point. I'll limit you at one point. You can't just keep putting as many sigils as you want on Gek, but I will allow you to put like another sigil or 2 on Gek.
Infinigek.
Okay. So, we've confirmed that if we do have the good luck, we will get Infinigek, which means that we can continuously play an insta-kill card at no cost. Every round.
But that is
Tentacles-
if we find another.
Right, if. But
sacrifice.
I
also
believe they can do it.
assuming we get Tentacle, we're assuming that all the difficult cards will be on the right side of the board.
Or
If
not.
they're
it
not,
would still,
then it's
you- if-
useless.
no,
Or not, it's
because
still a
then,
4
then it
damage
still
card.
does 4 damage. Straight to the health pool. If a difficult card's in front of it, great. If not, health damage.
Yeah.
I think tentacle.
Infinigek.
Maybe we should ask chat. We're all torn.
Chat. You gotta believe in the Gek.
Alright, what the dog doing? What the dog dog doing?
Thank you. What the dog?
Chat,
dog
what do you
doing?
think? What do you think? What do you think? Are we going with the cockroach or the tentacles? I will not judge you regardless of which one you choose, unless you choose tentacles. I will judge you.
Tentacles.
Don't know. Well, that's helpful.
We gotta try and get the infinite gek.
Bearded, what do you think? Would you rather have a cockroach in your house or tentacles?
But the cockroach makes the gek come infinitely. So think of infinite geks, the gecko. Think of how many cheesy quotes.
Oh my god, there's not enough movies for this.
Think of them.
Tentacles would be fun. All right, Bearded says tentacles. Looks like tentacles it is.
You're all
Elsewhere
deniers.
has been added.
Cockroaches
day.
might be fun. What?
Alright,
One
on to our
day.
wolf-tailed item.
Time to spend another 20 minutes debating that one. That's what happens when you got schizophrenia. Nothing gets done.
You're all infinite gek
That's
deniers.
fun.
And for these 8, we'll have some sigils on them.
Oh, wow. Yep, Bearded said wall tentacles. Wall tentacles are great.
There was a bug throwing itself at my window.
Ew.
Keeps flying up, smacking the window, and falling.
Denger possum. Wait, Infina sacrifice insta drop? Oh.
The Warren.
Oh, the sparrows got the sigil.
Oh, also, warrens work slightly differently in my game. Instead of spawning a rabbit immediately when you place it, it spawns one at the end of every turn it's out, while it's alive. So if you keep it alive, you get infinite source of rabbits, but only while it's alive.
Infinite rabbits. But
Infina bunny.
We could get that sparrow.
I'm thinking the double hit opossum.
I say Warren or the sparrow for infinite gek.
I will mention, because of how my game works, if one card has an upgrade, it has to apply to all cards of that type. So if you chose the opossum, that dual strike would apply to both your opossums.
Oh.
Oh,
But we also have 2 sparrow, or we have another sparrow.
That is true, so that would also, the same
we do.
principle would apply.
Oh.
Infinite
Hannah says
sparrow.
bun buns. Hannah likes bun buns.
Bun bun.
Infinite sparrow.
But sparrow's a sacrifice, or requires a sacrifice, yeah?
It
Yep.
requires one.
So every time we play it, we'd still have to sacrifice something. So it coming back
Or
to our hand isn't
we
the greatest.
sacrifice the sparrow
To play the other sparrow?
to play the other sparrow.
Assuming we get both sparrows.
Wait, you just infinitely stack sparrows.
Yup.
You're a genius.
Wait, what would happen if you got the corpse maggot with infinite drop and it dies? It goes back to your hand, but because something died, it goes.
Well,
to the
no,
board.
corpse maggots
Wait,
spawns
It doesn't go
when it gets
back
killed.
to your hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So if something dies on the board, it gets summoned from your hand, and then we can use it to infinite sacrifice.
Oh. But I'm saying, like, what if we were able to get the return to hand on the corpse maggots? Like, we get 2 of those, right? What if that happens? You play a corpse maggot, it gets killed, the other corpse maggot replaces it, and it just infinitely loops like that. It'd be kind of funny.
I'm
I
afraid
would love to
the
see it play
floppy
like
drive
that.
that the game was made on would explode. And sacrificing doesn't trigger corpse maggot. It has to be
Yeah, it has
something
to be
dying
death.
from battle.
I
Oh,
say
that'd still be funny though.
sparrow.
Still be funny to watch it die and come back.
We already have.
I think
a
either
bunch of stuff
sparrow
we
or
have to-
possum.
We already have a bunch of stuff that we have to sacrifice for blood.
Sparrow also gives us the chance for the Infinigek.
Yeah,
But
this is true.
You denied me my first chance, please.
But possum, like, if we have possums only require 2 bones, which we get at like turn 2 most of the time, and it hits 2 rows now, so it can hit side lanes. You can put them in the middle. You can get it doubles its damage, whereas the sigils on the sparrow doesn't do anything for it. I think possum's the better choice.
I want the chance, at least a chance for the Infinigek.
If we did get Infinigek, it would absolutely be insane. Like that's that you won the lottery kind of thing.
I believe in Infinigek.
A lot of weight to put on something that might not happen.
I'm a gambling man. Do I look like a man with a plan, Tony?
Oh, that's why you brought us along.
Exactly.
And when we try and tell you the plan, you say no. So...
I'm glad we're on the same page. All right, Sparrow it is.
Sparrow has been added
There's a chance for the Infinigek now.
to your deck.
We trusted Tony and Panda for the tentacles, which will absolutely make my next anime adventure wonderful, and Katsa gets a bird.
Yeah. And a chance for the Infinigek.
Watch us get the Infinigate, though.
I'm just
If it
saying
does
we're gonna get the. We need the Infinigek.
We're
believe.
beelining to get the Infinigate as soon as possible.
I believe.
I believe.
Well, I was gonna
but we
do an intermission now, but actually, I really want to show you guys the first space on the next page of the map because I think you're gonna like it.
If it's a sacrifice.
It is a sacrifice space. It is. It's actually the very
I
first
told
site,
you.
and you have to go
You
there.
denied me! You denied
I
me
was
my
like, I would do that the whole time, and I was just like waiting. It's like, are they gonna? But yes.
There wasn't one on the second time. You all would have regretted it.
You would have
No,
really.
totally
I was like
cancer.
almost wanting you to choose the opossum just because I knew it would be like such a big feeling of regret. Like once you.
Oh yeah.
They denied the Infinigek because he was right.
All right, we'll do
What
a
y'all
brief
end up taking?
intermission
Y'all ended up
after
taking the
this.
tentacle, right?
Yes, they did
On
take
the
the
first
tentacle.
one, we took the tentacle.
Okay, yeah, and then you took the sparrow. Yeah, okay.
See now. See, I scuffed Tony by taking the gag. Now I'm gonna scuff Katsa by sacrificing not something for the
No, no, no. You
Hey,
wouldn't.
how'd you scuff me by not taking the gag?
gag. We ignored
Or
your
by-
choice.
What? I thought I said gag.
No, not gag. I meant to say the sparrow. Sparrow. We took sparrow. Possum. That's it. Possum. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm begging you.
we
gotta
scuffed
get
your
the
advice by
Infinigek.
taking sparrow, and now I'm gonna sacrifice sparrow and put it on the.
No.
beef.
No,
And put it on what?
no,
Are you putting it on Zach?
no, Zach, please, the Infinigek.
Sparrow on Beehive.
Just kidding. Don't do it.
Please.
That was close.
Gek
I almost
on
pulled the
Beehive.
trigger.
No.
Oh, dude, I thought we were on intermission. Jesus, he's ready to go. So we're gonna put. Wait, if we did put Gek on Beehive, that would be kind of nuts, though. But we're gonna put Sparrow on Beehive. Not Gek. We're gonna put Sparrow on Gek.
All right,
Yes.
Sparrow on your 3 attack, 1 health Gek with Touch of Death, and unfortunately that we will not be able to add any more sigils to your Gek after this.
It does not need any more. That's
He's more
perfect.
powerful. He'll take over the world.
They'll take over us. We cannot allow it.
The Sparrow is sacrificed, but because of your potion, the Flying Sigil does not transfer. Only the Touch of Death. I have a feeling, though, that doesn't matter too much to you.
You feel right. You would be right.
He
The
is
funniest
beautiful.
thing-
Huh?
The absolute funniest thing about that now is even if we get that on turn 1, we can almost 2-turn any of the battles.
This is gonna be hilarious. You cannot avoid my kick.
Infinigek.
You shall not get.
I bet you feel foolish for denying Infinigek now.
You know,
It was his reverse psychology the whole time.
for Stoat having lost originally to Leshy and getting stuck inside a card, he sure has a lot of bad advice to give.
Where's Stoat?
Clearly,
Choice.
Stoat does not own
Choice.
the Infinigek.
That's why do you think he lost?
Because he didn't have Infinigek.
Chose not to get the thing for Infinigek.
He always does. Ha ha! I bet he also
Alright.
uses the double gulp cup with this the Slurpee.
So, with that, also before we do our intermission, how long did you guys actually want to go for our game? Usually we do like between 3 and 4 hours. It's up to you guys, really. You are our guests.
That's
down
fine.
for
We can pause at any point. I say we go. Honestly, even now would be a good time to take a pause because I think this is a good 3-hour match. We've hit a really good point, and this will give everybody something to look forward to. They get to look forward to Infinigek. So
Sure,
this will
yeah.
definitely
we
bring
want
them back.
to do a
In a
pause
gag.
right now, right after we beat the Rat King and sacrifice space.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
We'll end it after this sacrifice space, and you guys have something to look forward to. Infinigek on the next
Yes.
run.
Infinigek.
Absolutely.
Return of Infinigek. Oh, I'm totally titling that.
Infinigek.
Return of Infinigek.
And if we're doing it next Sunday, that's actually my birthday. So,
Oh, dude, this is perfect!
yes, Infinigek on my birthday.
Infinigek birthday gift. Best birthday gift
Damn,
ever.
I don't ever meet people with April birthdays.
Really, that's like all my family has April birthdays, like almost everybody.
They
And
planned that.
All right then. So, I think we'll be ending it there. But a couple things before we leave. We'll do our credits. I'll do one more game code giveaway. So watch the chat, and I'll put one more Steam code in our chat. Make sure you're following not just us, but Amnesianite on both of our Discords and Twitch channels, because we'll have more coming for you in the coming weeks. And also, we'll raid somebody, like we always do. That's always a fun thing to do.
Yo, let's raid that Leshy IRL guy. He's pretty cool.
So, okay, Sparkle, please put on our credit music. I'll get a game code ready, and if you guys have any suggestions for who to raid, let me know. Otherwise, we'll pick some.
Also,
small streamer
anybody from my chat, go follow Leshy. He's so close to 300 followers.
I know.
Bearded,
I thought we were gonna get it. This
Markers. Everybody, you guys forgot to go follow. Do it now. You know what? Hang on.
Oh, I just got the
If you
300.
don't
Nice,
follow-
nice. We just did
I
it.
forgot
There we
to
go.
Thank
push.
you guys.
Nice. Thank you guys. Yeah, 300 finally. The big 300. That, we'll put the code in chat. So another Steam code for you guys, and we'll get ready for a raid.
And with that, we end.
Yep. We will see you guys in the next
I'm
one.
gonna throw some credit up too. Yeah, let's do some credit up. Yeah. Where the hell are my credits? There they are. Boom. Bombs everywhere.
Ooh, why don't we do someone called Wolfie Wolf Fang in honor of today's story? That seems like an appropriate streamer to raid.
Very appropriate.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Skitty! Wolfie Wolfbang. Let me find him real quick. We'll raid him at the same time.
Yeah.
Bang. Bye bye,
Put it in
Yoshi. You will fang?
Put it,
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next
Fang.
weekend. Let's go,
Bye,
Ray.
It's a
everyone.
fang. It's a fang with F. Yeah.
Yep.
About to get double raided. Raided from both sides. It's a gang raid. I almost said something else.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was a good stream. Sorry I was out for so much of it.
All good,
Oh,
man.
no worries.
All good. Don't worry.
Alright, lads, thanks for joining the stream today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm gonna go off and volunteer to be a fireman and save bunnies from trees and rabbits. Bye-bye!